good? I think everything should be good.
Yeah.
Get more into the center.
All right, there we go.
All right. Pre-pod jitters out. Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. My name is Chase the Dark Sage. Today I'm your host here with my co-host.
T.
And we're here to bring you some more hip-hop goodness with some news about Pharrell's movie coming out soon, Eminem's White Excellence Award, Master P being the entertainment ambassador for the Super Bowl, and we got 3 album reviews and 1 discussion. 3 of those albums, or 1 of each of those albums. Big Sean's Better Me Than You, Doechii's Alligator Bites Never Heal, and Destroy Lonely's Love Lasts Forever. But before we get into that, how have you been?
B, I've been busy. You know, we have a cool little like not vacation, but a holiday, but it don't feel like it, B. I've been working all weekend. This Monday, working. Tired. Kind of want a little rest. But you don't rest, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get to that bag, you got to get up, you know what I mean? Put those those boxers on. And get yourself out there and get to working, man. You know what I mean?
Not after you said what you put on to get out there and get to working.
That was a little joke, you know what I mean? You know, just a little callback from Doechii.
Ugh, you talk about I'm like the ink stain in your pants. I was like, come on, dude. I'm like, come on, man.
That was nasty, but she's a girl. She's
but she made sure you heard that. Yeah. I was like, come on, man.
That's type of thing when it comes with good, like words and lyrics, like make you stand out like, ew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, ugh, I had to hear that. Like Big Sean's lyricism.
How you been, man?
I'm all right, man. We have a happy Labor Day weekend, I guess, for people who celebrate it. I don't know. Yeah. We do have Labor Day weekend while we're recording this, and this is one of the last few pods where we'll be in here because obviously moving this month, and so we're gonna have some stuff pre-planned, pre-organized.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, 1 week we are gonna have a podcast where it's just gonna be discussion based, basically. Maybe an album review. We could do some classic album reviews,
that'd be cool.
Things like that. But yeah, I'm just thinking about all the stuff I got to move over, like the internet, the utilities. Actually, literally move over. It's a lot. And then I gotta look at storages because the next place is smaller.
Oh, you doing movies this year?
No. I'm literally down a few units.
For real?
Yeah. I'm down a few units, so it's still gonna be here.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna have a dolly. I'm gonna dolly everything over. That's how far apart the apartments are.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And I saw 2 movies last week. The Deliverance, that movie on Netflix.
I wanted to watch that last night, but I know B. I saw the.
I tried to give it a chance. I tried to give it a chance. I
saw Lee Daniels. I was like,
who's Lee Daniels? That's Monique's husband, right?
No, he's not. He's a music producer. I said movie. Yeah, movie producer. He did like I know you've seen Precious.
Oh, of course. Classic.
He did that.
Classic.
Okay.
Now I can tell.
Because he was beefing with Monique. They had that whole little spout where Monique was just mad at like everybody in the black, industry or whatever about movies and all this type of stuff. And they rekindled their relationship and came out with this classic.
I mean, yeah, I saw it.
I saw some clips.
The main actor, if I had to give my review, I gave it 2 stars out of 5. And I was being gracious when I did that. I wasn't trying to go too hard because I'm trying to give black people a chance. But man, and I'm a horror aficionado. Yeah. That movie was not good.
I saw some with the kid jumping out the bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was like, ooh. I'm like, y'all, I know y'all budget wasn't crazy for this.
Bro, his feet was like, he was just...
Yeah, That was like Spider-Man 3 in front of the green screen when he lost the ring with Harry. Bro. It was that level. I'm like,
What's the other movie you watched?
Blink Twice with Channing Tatum.
Oh, what you think about it? Girl. Because Zoe Kravitz directed that. I don't know if she written
This is the modern day feminist movie right here. This is a man-hating movie. Just like Color Purple, there was no good man in this movie. Not a single man was good in that movie. Damn. In this movie, I like the concept. The acting was cool.
Yeah.
It was predictable at times. Some things didn't connect with me all the way. But I feel like this movie, like I said, I like the concept the most. And the actors did a good enough job for me. But I think where it lost me was some of the execution. I think that's where it lost me. But also, I feel like the theme of it being so man-hatey, I'm just like, And then it kind of got into a sexist bag a bit. I'm like, you want to play into the sexism, but you want to also say you hate men too. I'm like, you can't profit off of men by doing things based off your look and using your sex appeal. But then it's like, because at the beginning of the movie, it's talking about this trigger warning, like, people with power abuse their power. Yeah. But I'm watching the movie, I'm like, no one's abusing their power in terms of like, there's this power complex or dynamic where someone's abusing it. And so I'm just like, why'd you put that? Because it was a big trigger warning at the beginning of the movie. And I'm like, she literally, and it's this common thing that the red pill people say, like, oh, a woman can just look pretty and they could get invited to it. Yeah, a man can't do that. Literally, this is the exact same situation, but I'm like, no one abused their power. Now, if you want to go literally in terms of, they have money and access to get certain items to abuse people, then yes. But that's not what a power dynamic is all the time, and that's what they try to give you the trigger warning of. And I'm like,
bro,
they're not doing this.
She made the Me Too movie.
Yes, this is literally it. That's perfect.
Me Too the film.
Well, except these guys actually need to get,
yeah,
they need to get
I saw, yeah.
Oh, you saw the movie?
No. I saw some from the trailer. I understand what's going on.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, concept is cool. It felt like it was taking inspiration from Get Out, kind of. But overall, I'm just like, the execution.
Yeah.
Thematically, I'm like, it wasn't there for me all the way. But I do enjoy the concept. I was trying to go for something different, but it was very predictable.
I might go see it.
Yeah.
I might go see it next weekend. I should have some time.
But also, I think Dr. Umar would say that that's what they get because they were bedwenching. The main black girl was bedwenching. Lusting over a rich white man?
Like Zaddy?
Yes. Channing Tatum.
Hey. Channing Tatum? Who said that?
Channing Tatum.
No, who did that line? Was that Drake or J. Cole? Who did that line?
Do I want to say Big Sean? I don't know why I want to say Big Sean.
It was a corny, that Channing Tatum. It was like a Channing Tatum.
Oh,
like
that's why I want to think it's Big Sean.
I got to look that up.
I don't know. But besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last time?
Oh, man. So, not much, but I was like going back listening to some albums that I haven't listened to in a minute that came out not too long ago. One of those albums was The Life of Pierre 5.
Oh,
bro,
I go back to that.
It's been a minute. It's been probably like I don't know, six months.
I think I put that on my top 10 of 2020 list.
Nah, but bro, I think I was at work and I was talking with my coworkers and I was like, yo, Pierre Bourne is? He was like, he just know him from producing. I was like, bro, he raps.
No, I'm from just producing.
Yeah, because he knew him because he's not really huge into like hip hop like that. But he knew the hey Pierre, you want and all that stuff. So that's how
I'm like, he had huge hits on TikTok.
Yeah, but he's an older guy.
Yeah, but it makes sense now. Yeah. I'm thinking this is someone that's in the hip hop.
Nah, he's not in the hip hop like that. If you want to put him in the category of hip hop, he'll be more of like an underground, super like into obscure stuff. Yeah. So, and I was just like, hit the intro. And I just played it, bro.
Yeah, then when it goes into switching
lanes, and then go to bro. And then I just like my favorite song on here is For You because I remember when it was called I think it was called PS5 or PS4 because it's like PlayStation. And,
I console you.
Yeah. Then you say I'm for you. You know what I mean? So I think it was called PS4. But anyways, I was just listening to it, like Pierre, bro.
No, Pierre 4 and 5, perfect,
bro. Because I remember I was telling you how I like this one Pierre song. You was into like Planet Namek, I think at that time, and I was like, bro, because I was telling y'all, I remember like when Pierre 3 or 4.
I think this is one where the Cardo album was out, the Cardo mixtape.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, remember when he the purple cover? That's 3, right, or 4?
No, that's 4. All purple is 4.
I remember when that came out. And I was telling y'all this is back when we used to work at the and then I was just like, yo, this. Always like it feels my Lil Uzi, my like Playboy, like it was the place for that. I'm like, yo, that's all I was jamming, and I was bringing back to this. I'm like, bro, Biology 101. Like I was like, dog, Pierre got some slaps on here, bro. I'm like, dang, this is really
Biology 101 is coming to my hotel.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, bro, I don't know, bro. Did he put out anything after this?
Yes, he did. It was.
I don't think I listened to it.
Don't tell me. It was something about the Bible or story.
Was it like an EP or what?
No, it was an album. Go ahead, because I forgot the name of it. I listened to it, though.
It didn't pop up, bro.
Oh, Chavo's World 3. That was such a disappointment.
It's not good?
It's only because of the Mixing Good movie. That's what it is.
I never listened to this one.
That one was disappointing. But it has some slaps on there, though.
Dang,
it got some slaps.
But
it's disappointing, though.
I knew he put out something, but I never listened to that.
Yeah, it was that one. Because he has that on vinyl and Pierre 5 on
So I might have to check out Good Movie just to see.
But it was disappointing, though, because it's boring and it drags at the beginning. Yeah. It drags throughout the good amount of the project.
For real. Yeah. But his stuff he did with that nudie drink, I love that.
Oh yeah, joint. Yeah, it was pretty good. Slimento?
Yeah.
No.
Slamir?
Oh yeah, Slamir.
Yeah, that joint fire. But no, man, Pierre Bourne Life of Pierre Bourne 5. Like Pierre is like, he's not all like everywhere when it comes to production for some reason. It seemed like he had a run when he was just like people was getting Pierre beats.
I think it's because he started developing his own stuff as an artist.
So like this was a good album, man. I just went back to it because it's something that you just vibe to, bro. Like Yeah, I like albums I can just feel, bro. Just put on, just like put me in the mood. And this was one of those albums I just played. I think it was Friday. I played at work. First I had on the bigs at in our little office. Then I was like, bro, put in the headphones, bro, and jammed out. I was like, bro, I still like this album.
I will say there was some points in the
it's
album
some
where
points,
it gets like,
Yeah.
But because Pierre 4 is a better album consistently, but this album has some high
Drake
highs.
on Drunk and Nasty on the original, but they couldn't clear it.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
I thought you meant on that.
No. Drunk and Nasty is so dope to me. I love that song. I was like, bro, picture Drake on here. I was like, because it reminded me, oh yeah, I remember hearing that Drake was on
because I don't want to see the memes of people trying to use that now. I don't want to see
they got to get it off, B. Did I see you the one about, dang, I didn't send it to you. It's a video with like Drake and Trey Songz together. I think it was a successful video. And it's a little girl like on the corner, and Drake's just like this. That's like Trey Songz. It's like Drake breaking his neck to see a miter, bro. I got to find it for you, bro. And Drake like this in the car. And then little girl.
No, I did not see
I gotta find it, bro. It's so funny, bro. I'm gonna go find it, bro. I gotta send it to you, bro.
Oh, man.
I thought I sent it to you. But yeah, Pierre Bourne, like Pierre Bourne 5. That's what I jammed last week.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, bro.
Okay, so
what you got?
First project I got into this week, Prodigy's Albert Einstein. It was a collab album between him and Alchemist. Very good.
I love that.
Very good. I really enjoyed it. I got into a mood to listen to some Prodigy because obviously I listened to Mobby earlier this year. And throughout We Don't Trust You, Future's album, he has Prodigy skits in there. So I was like, man, let me go back to some Prodigy. Let me actually listen to his solo work.
Right.
And I want to listen to this. I listened to this one. I want to listen to the other one. Like the return of
I just tried HNIC.
Maybe that one.
Yeah.
Or it's the return of the Mac or something like
that.
Yeah,
that's the one. It's the return. It's with him and with Alchemist on the cover.
Yeah, so I do want to listen to that. And honestly, I really enjoyed Albert Einstein. I think it was a bit too long, too lengthy in terms of like time-wise, but overall, I really did enjoy it. Production from Alchemist, stellar. Prodigy is someone who could definitely get on some Alchemist production and do it justice, unlike the person we got to review this week.
Oh, yo, chill out.
No, I'm killing him. I'm killing him when we get to that review. But yeah, Prodigy, someone who deserves Alchemist production. That one, Return of the Mac. Yeah. But like I said, Albert Einstein, Prodigy, very good project for me. Lyricism was there. Flows was there. Oh, yeah. Features was there. Everything was strong about this project.
This is the album I want you to go to. Where is it? It's not on streaming?
There's a lot of stuff that's not on streaming.
Yeah, it ain't on streaming. And the head Inward and Charge 1, the first one, it's not on streaming. I thought it was on streaming.
Maybe if you go higher up, it might.
Maybe they re-put it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, check this one out.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your next project?
My next project, man, I talked about this one before. Even though I listened to it, I'm not going to talk about it again. Let me go to it real quick. I want to have my Where? Oh, my God. Why I can't do the big screen? Anyways, my second... I talked about this before. But wintertime. And I remember I was talking about this.
This was like the first one we were jamming.
I went back to this because it's been a minute since I listened to it. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I think I called this wintertime. But it's called Wintertime. And that what made me like, I was just thinking like, I think when I did the podcast, I called this shit Wintertime. But anyways, Wintertime by Popo2004, 2004.
Yeah, I remember that name. I was like, this name is disgusting.
I don't know what made me go back and listen to this. Because I haven't played him in like probably since that era, like when we started the pod, I was listening to him a lot. But I just went back to it, I think it was Saturday. And I was just playing it because it's a quick album, 30 minutes long. And like, it's nothing. If y'all new here, I talked about this artist before in actually this project. And if y'all want to get familiar with him, I recommend this project to you. It's short. It's nothing too crazy. It's like I love the beats because he frequently collaborate with the same guy. His name's Subject. They have a group together. Him and this other guy. He has really bad like allegations on him, so I'm not even gonna bring him up on the pod. But but this guy right here, even cool rapping, cool beats. If you like that underground sound, he's not like crazy, like lyrical guy, but he says little witty bars here and there. I think he has some influences with not influences, but some affiliations with Tay-K for some reason. Like I don't know if it's Photoshop, but I seen him with pictures with Tay-K back in the day, and I'm like, why is he with this minor? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I was about to say, is he from Texas?
Nah, he's not. He's from like New York. But I don't know if he bounced around out here or whatever. But I don't know, he just got weird like lines. Like he got a line here, it's like, I feel the way when white people call me brother. I was like, dang, I feel that too, bro. Then he's nothing like, don't expect this dude to be the most lyrical miracle guy. He's not that. He has a really cool voice, really good production, and I recommend you guys to check him out if you want. Popo, 2004, wintertime, not winter time. but yeah, it's just something I was playing. Like nothing I really just deep dive into. I was just going back to like, some albums. Even though I could talk about some albums I listened to, but I didn't finish them. So it's new stuff I played. I just didn't finish it, bro. But I'm gonna bring them up just for if anybody that haven't heard about the releases for new albums. But yeah, what's the next one here?
My next one is Consequence. Take them to the cleaners.
Consequence. I never listened to that album.
It was like a mixtape, maybe I think.
Yeah, I never listened
because this is obviously during the time of
04
like
or 05.
I think 04, maybe 05.
Okay.
Definitely around the time of like late registration because there was some lines that Kanye had on here that he.
So he was writing for Kanye. Yeah.
So you could definitely hear it too.
For real.
Obviously in his raps, and when I'm listening to this album or mixtape, whatever it is, I'm just sitting back and I'm like, dang,
Mr. Oye.
I miss it because to me, just like how Raekwon and Ghostface have like featuring whatever, like whoever is on whose album. This should have been like Taken to the Cleaners featuring Kanye West because Kanye West is on like half of these tracks on here.
For real? He's rapping on there?
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's doing what Kanye was doing back in like
that's on streaming?
Yeah, this is on streaming.
I never heard it.
But it got re-released on streaming. So I don't know what all was taken off. So I'm listening to the streaming version of it. Even as I see now with Little Brother on there.
For real? I see now.
And so, I'm listening to his pretty good rapper.
Yeah.
Not a bad rapper. I like the production choices as well. You could definitely tell like Kanye was probably lacing him with some beats. Overall, I really enjoyed this project. I have nothing to really complain about it. There was some slick lines he had here and there. I like the back and forth song that he had with Rhyme Fest, which made me be like, dang, like what happened to Rhyme Fest?
He was one of Kanye writers too.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just like, this album just made me like, kids, they be like, oh, I miss the old Kanye. They talking about Life of Pablo. Yeah. No, I miss the old Kanye. I'm talking about the Kanye that Kanye was talking about, old Kanye. I miss this Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye with great comedic bars.
Yeah.
Very good flows. Very good lyrics. Not like over the head, great lyrics. Just good, and he seems coherent.
And it has so many quotables at that time, too.
Exactly.
It's like those lines that's like just stuck out to you. Like, what's the old line that he said about the Miracle Whips?
Mayonnaise Benz, I push Miracle Whips. Like, or like she don't like me, she been gay. Something like that. Like he had that, like he reused that line from Bring Me Down with that Brandy song off of Late Registration. He reused some of that verse on here. And I'm like, okay, so he probably just tweaked it up for his album.
That was one thing Kanye was good about around that time. Like, whoever, the writers, whatever they did, they made really good, like, one-liners. Just like, yo, this is dope. Like, even the whole, like, so many Urkels on your team, that's why your win's low. Like, little stuff like that. You don't get that much from Kanye no more. Yeah, you don't even get less than that.
Yeah, we've been stopped getting
we've been stopped getting it.
I think the last time we really got that was probably Life of Pablo. Yeah. And that's because Sci-Hi was helping with that.
I don't know. And Sci-Hi is like a king of that too, bro. Like,
Sci-Hi is king of like metaphors and similes and wordplay.
Oh my God. Like he's insane with it.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't know what happened to Sci-Hi. Yeah. He's a disappointment to me as well. His career definitely went a way I didn't expect.
I might check that out because the only Khan album I listened to was the one with him.
Day Job. It was
with the newspaper, like the newspaper.
The little cartoon character in real life. I wanted to check that one out too.
Yeah, that's the only one I listened to, and I ain't heard that in years.
Yeah, I think this album was before this.
Yeah, that was a long time. And then plus I know him from like Beats, Rhymes, and because I don't know if it was just a whole industry thing, but how he was marketed as Q-Tip cousin. I like, are they really related?
Mm-hmm. Or are they just because it's like they kind of do the same thing?
Because they do that in the industry that they make people related. Like I remember the whole Tiger being Travis McCoy's cousin, and that never was real.
It's not?
Nah, they not really cousins.
I thought that was real because this was during the time of coconut. Yeah, which people don't probably know. Put the lime in the coconut and make it dog.
You remember Schoolboy Q and all of them in that music video because they all was cool at the time. Yeah,
I gotta go. Well, I haven't watched this since it came out.
Yeah, bro. If you look at it, was an old like MTV thing. And with Tiger having like a reality show, and he was like, "That my boy Schoolboy," and like she was in there all skinny, little and stuff. Like when they were all like early teens or like early 20s. And Schoolboy Q and Tiger was cool, but like they don't rock with each other.
Oh, they don't.
Something happened. Like it's some wild stuff. Like T-Rail
and OnlyFans.
But yeah.
What's your project?
So since it's some albums I didn't finish, I'm gonna just mention these 3 albums. Like I just didn't get to finish them, and I will get back to them. Okay, My first one would be Heems Vina. Heems, I talked about him earlier this year because he put out a project I really enjoyed, Lavender. But this was called Vina. Vina, I think it's named after his mother because in the beginning of the intro track, he raps or whatever, and he had his mom speaking. Mostly like production. But like this album, from the tracks I got to, it seems more introspective, more about his life, and a lot going on with like what's happening in the different wars around the world right now. And it just seems more like this, like more of a more mature album from him because he's a really, humorous guy. So just from what I got. So that's pretty much all I got for that project because I didn't finish it, but I just wanted to, bring it up like, hey, I'm listening to this too. And another album was, I think it was called Mother of the Gun. It was by 38 Special. Let me see if I can find
Is that the one with the all white cover or something?
Oh, Mother and Gun, yeah.
This I wanted to check that one out because I seen some.
I almost finished this one, but 38 Special. If you don't know who 38 Special is, he's one of those guys that's really witty with the wordplay, and he has his whole flow is like, some people like it, some people don't, but it's like he goes like, how could I do this? I'm trying to see. It's just how he raps. It's a little different.
It's kind of like, I don't want to say Valley Girl, but like, he kind of enunciates what he says at the end. Like he kind of drags.
Yeah, like he'll like make you understand like, oh, this I want to rap.
It's like battle rapish kind of.
Kind of. You heard 38 before rap? Yeah.
I seen the freestyle he has on not Funk Flex, boy with the turban, a Sway.
Yeah.
I think it was Sway.
But yeah, that's 38, bro. And he has, him and Benny like real cool. I think Benny's on this project. Yeah, he is. But this album, it's typical 38 stuff, man. Like I know it's called Mother and the Gun. From me listening, I didn't really catch any things that like, have his mom referenced and stuff like that all like through the album because I almost finished it. I'm gonna go back and give it a better listen. But it's 38 Special, bro. Like if you know 38, he's not gonna disappoint you. Like he's not bad at all. But one thing's about it, a lot of stuff can be samey to me and don't really like, oh yeah, this sticks out from another project, But especially like if you go back and listen to some older stuff, I feel like when people that like I could put this in line with Benny, I think I brought this up before. Like they older stuff, they seem more hungry or whatever, but as it goes older and further in their career, it seems like it's the same. So
I feel like it's because it's hard to innovate once you keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's hard. Like you could like even when Benny tried to get with Hit Boy, like he tried to go into different like production and stuff like that and try to change different, I wouldn't say subject matter, but he kind of did. He trying to speak more into like, oh, what do you want to do in the music business, or talking about his family, like, oh, I'm leaving this dope game alone, like I can rap about these type of things. But like with 38 Special, it's like maybe I haven't listened to most of his catalog, but it just still felt the same. And like it can give you that same feeling from another project you like, and sometimes they don't even mean a good thing, because it's like, dang, it's still
like it feels like it's kind of like trying to redo what this did or recapture what this did. And it just I'm just like,
because it's like you could get the same stuff from a rapper, but sometimes like it's like a Pusha, like what Push gonna talk about, but in some ways he can go from Pharrell to Kanye, like, and it's I don't know, it's just different. I just feel like he has that balance.
But I think it's the way the producer pulls it out of you too.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly the way like it works, because to me, something like something like Clips with the Neptunes production versus a Daytona, great. But when you get it to Almost Dry, it's like, it kind of feels
a mix of both, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
and I still ain't
Pharrell produces one half and
Kanye fits another half.
Yeah, and I'm just like, like I kind of like it when he's with one person working with.
But do you think Pharrell was trying to emulate what Kanye gave him? Because was Kanye giving him like Daytona feels or what?
I don't remember well. I remember I bought it on vinyl, and I actually listened to the album when it first came out, but I haven't really went back to it.
Yeah, I haven't, bro. I never listened to it.
There was some stuff I really enjoyed on there, though. I think, honestly, do I want to say that the Pharrell part? I like that part more. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, he tried to milk it, too, on streaming services by saying, oh, Kanye's half first and Pharrell's half second, or Pharrell's half first and Kanye's half second. He was reissuing the album like that, like track listing it. I forgot the resequencing it. Yeah. And I was like, I'm like, but when it comes to Daytona or Clip stuff, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Yeah. Like I really enjoy this. Yeah. But to me, I feel like it's when you have that producer pulling it out of you though.
Yeah. But yeah, just ended off on a 38 Special. It's a short project. I didn't finish it, but it's under 30 minutes, 27 minutes. 10 tracks. Mother and the Gun by 38 Express. Check it out. I'm gonna give it a re-listen, like a really thorough, full through. You know, I can listen to it and collect my thoughts. But yeah, that's it's. I think it was one more album, but I think I'll leave it off those. What's your?
I got a few albums.
Right.
So, you guys know I've been in my R&B bag recently, and I've been trying to recapture that feel of contemporary R&B. So, I had to go check on my girl Ella Mai because she's been out of the game. I think she had a baby recently or something like that.
With Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. But, you know, Ella Mai, it's always been like my person to listen to when it came to R&B because she always gave me that contemporary R&B feels while also being able to sing well, making great songs, great music, and I loved her like music before, you know, my Boo came out. Boot Up, that's what it's called. Yeah, I loved all her music before that with her 3 little EPs. And so I was like, dang, I never really went to her actual last album. And I went to it, I'm like, dang, why didn't I go to this? This is good. She only has like 2 or 3 tracks that I didn't like. And I listened to the deluxe version. Roddy Ricch even has a feature on there, doing his thing. Mustard, you need to go to that contemporary R&B bag. That's the bag you need to get more into because you had some really nice, interesting, but reminiscent production that I really enjoyed. And with Ella Mai, she's not trying to be one of these alternative R&B chicks. Yeah, hard on my sleeve. But I listened to the deluxe
When did this come out?
Exactly. That's why I think it came out during the pandemic. And so I really enjoyed this project. When it comes to contemporary R&B, Ella Mai is still my favorite R&B artist currently.
For real?
Or of the new R&B artists, she's my favorite because it's like, to me, she doesn't try to do too much. She makes really great songs. And that's the big aim because I know when some people, they might look at the lyrics, they might look at how are you changing the genre, how are you defining it. To me, she gets in her bag, she makes great sounding music.
And she's from the UK, bro. That's 2 UK artists, people back to back, B.
I'm trying to tell you Americans, man, y'all messing up. And I'm an American. I can say that. Y'all messing up. These UK people, Flo, Ella Mai, they coming for y'all. I'm just saying, to me, they about to start running R&B. Well, if they come back. Flo, they taking their time, so I'm going to let them cook. Ella Mai, she had a baby. I'm going to let her cook as well. They're going to come out with great projects. That's all I can say. But I am disappointed with you R&B girlies of this generation.
Yeah, so she was moved to New York at 12 from the UK. Mm-hmm. So she has the UK, New York.
No, but that accent is strong.
It's still...
She still has an accent. Because I know, not a friend, but an old schoolmate, back when I was in middle school, he stayed in the city that I lived in as long as I did. He told me, yeah, you from here. Negro, if I'm from here, you from here too. Yeah. I'm like, you're not from London no more, and you losing your accent.
Oh, he's from the UK?
Yeah, he was from the UK.
For real?
We both like came to that city at the like we moved there at the same time. We was going to school. We went to school since middle school and graduated high school at the same time. He lost his accent, but he be trying to use his accent when he be trying to get girls to make him sound unique. I'm like, boy, my God.
What pretty?
He hung out with you never met him, but he hangs out. He used to hang out with that group.
For real?
But you never met him.
I never met him. Okay.
Yeah,
but he had a UK accent. That's crazy.
And then whenever he get on social media, you know, man.
So I'm like, no. He's like, bro, you been in this soda for years.
I'm like, what are you doing?
You've been out here for years.
Hey, if you see this, you know who I'm talking about, man. You're not gonna see this, but hey, shout out to you, man. Talking about, you from here. Negro, what? You been here long as me.
Is this people like Jamaican or what?
I don't know what it is.
But he was full black or?
Yeah, he was. Well, I think he was.
Yeah. I wonder, people probably Jamaican or something.
Yeah. But
that's hilarious.
That was my boy back then.
That's
he was
dope, bro. I didn't know that.
Yeah, boy started losing his accent. Boy started sounding more Americanized.
Hey, speaking of that, I was thinking like, why nobody like back then when 21 Savage moved here, they didn't know his. They're like, no, his mom.
So someone hinted at it. I think it was someone that was like, yeah, I got a UK homie, but he stayed down here and he talks.
Oh, yeah, that was a rapper.
They was saying that was like he was alleging 21 Savage, but we didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was. I don't know if it's Bankroll Fresh.
It was one of them guys, though. I don't think it was Bankroll Fresh.
I don't know who it was. Yeah, but someone that obviously 21 is eclipsed by now. Yeah. But yeah, they was talking about, but he was talking about 21.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But also, we wouldn't have took him serious if he was on the Metro beats talking about, I got the musket to us.
And I think, but he been down here since he was like 9, though. Like 8 or something like that. So I'm like, he can really lose that accent.
And MF Doom.
Oh yeah, Doom moved to New York when he was like super young.
So, but they still call him like a UK rapper, right? No,
they say New York.
See, when I went on Wikipedia, the UK born rapper MF Doom. I'm like, come on,
he was born over here.
Yeah, but don't say that. Just say that to the American rapper. Don't be nasty.
Cause they be like, yeah.
That's like if I was born in Houston, lived there for a year, and I came to Dallas my whole life.
See, they say it was a British American rapper.
See, that's nasty. Don't say that. Especially if you've been in America for your whole life. I can see if he was half and half like Ella Mai.
Yeah, he moved when he was 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, he moved to New York when he was 5.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't say that unless you're engrossed in
But
that
look, he was
culture at all
born in
times.
he was conceived in the U.S. Like they made him here. But
Yeah, that's come on.
Yeah.
No, he's not no British.
Yeah,
man.
he was conceived in the U.S.
That's just like J. Cole, ain't it? Because he was born in the military.
Yeah, he
base,
was.
right? Germany.
Germany. Yeah, Schoolboy Q wasn't, but his mom was over there. Yeah, and like Martin Lawrence was born, I think, in Germany somewhere. It was some other people too.
You think J. Cole got an accent?
What? What's that?
The German accent.
Bro, why would he have a German?
Hey, you never know.
No, bro, he spent time in Fayetteville.
Yeah, nasty.
Oh
Should have
my
spent
God.
time in North Carolina.
Oh my God.
Boy could have got some skills like Fontaine.
You crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. He could actually come out with a good
All
album.
right, chill out.
But yeah,
What,
you have
anything?
another album?
I don't got nothing else, bro.
All right, let me go through mine then real quick. Like I said, I've been in my R&B bag, so I went to go listen to Monica's album After the Storm with the song So Good. That was her biggest hit off that album. Man, that album is fire. Fuego. If you want a contemporary album to go back to that one, After the Storm.
I never listened to
That album, fantastic. I wish DMX's feature, I wish they had the custom version on there, but
Why
whole
is it
album was
featuring
clean.
DMX? Feature DMX.
Yeah, that was nasty. I don't know. Like some of the I want to sometimes work for Spotify so I can fix the metadata.
Feature retirees.
Yeah.
Feature retirees.
But if you go to like old Houston music, it's gonna be like kind of similar like
For
that.
real?
Like the metadata is all messed up and that type of stuff. So Monica's album, After the Storm, really great songs, really great voice, making really great music with Missy Elliott, I believe, behind some of the production on it.
Dope.
I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Well, I want to go there. That's just a nasty cover.
He didn't have to have the fedora on, bro.
Just having a fedora in general is nasty.
But having a fedora on with no shirt.
Facts. And no trench coat, no nothing. Boy, what do you have that on for? But next album I listened to was Smoke DZA's Don't Smoke Rock. And this is what inspired my tweet for Pete Rock and Freddie Gibbs making an album together.
Oh, yeah, Don't Smoke Rock. That was a really good him and Pete Rock project.
Yeah, and I listened to it when it first came out.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like care for it at
Yeah,
the time
yeah.
because I'm like, Smoke DZA. I'm like, you're not giving me what I was getting from like Currency and Big Crit on some of them features I heard. But now going back to it, I'm like, God dang, that's a great project.
Good project. I love that
Pete
cover
Rock,
for some reason too.
Oh, that cover's
Oh,
so
that
hard.
cover's so hard.
Don't Smoke Rock, and then
Yeah.
you got both of them right
It's
there.
so
One in the
cra-
Escalade or whatever.
Bro, I used to want to buy this album, like, cause I always used to pop up at a record store. It'd be like $10, you could get it for the low, and I never buy it. I don't know why I don't have it in a collection. It's been so long since I've returned to it, but that's a really good project, bro.
Yeah, that's what made me like, dang, I want a Freddie Gibbs and Pete Rock project now. Because while Pete Rock has produced one of my favorite albums of this year, hearing this production with Smoke DZA on it, like I said, it's just certain producers could pull it out of certain artists. I'm just like, Smoke DZA did nothing wrong on this project right here for me. I'm like, God dang, this is good. The features was good. Big Crit had a feature. I'm like, I need a Big Crit and Pete Rock produced album too.
Here you go.
Don't hate. See, don't there you go hating right there.
Chill
I need
out.
that. I'm just like, man, Pete Rock, he's that guy, man. I love that project.
Hey, what
That
Smoke
project
say?
is so good.
What did he saying? What's his little thing? How you go?
I forgot.
What did he say?
I know what you're talking about because he says it on that song with him and Wiz and
Dang, what he be saying,
Thought
bro?
You Was the One.
He'd be like,
If
it's something like that. It's like that, bro. But
Like
Smoke,
he elongates it.
yeah. Smoke DZA is so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he used to have a podcast I used to listen to.
I didn't know
I
that.
don't know if because he used to do a podcast, man. I don't know.
He did do a project with Wiz Khalifa and Big Crit. They did a joint project.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I listened to it and I was like, I got to go back to it, but I was like,
He used to have a podcast, bro. He used to bring up like what was so dope on his podcast. He used to bring up like a lot of those blog era stories and stuff like that. I was like, damn, that's pretty. He's talking about Nip and like Wiz around that time. I was like, yo, this is dope podcast. He used to bring like, a lot of. I think he had Currency on there, of course, like West Side Gun. He had a few people on there. But yeah, this cover's so hard.
Yeah, that cover is just so hard.
This is a hard cover, bro.
That cover, come on, dog. Look at Pete Rock in the Escalade,
bro,
whatever that is,
bro,
or the Jeep. I don't know what
it was,
is.
bro. Yeah, that cover so hard.
But
But
old school Run DMC.
I'm gonna have to return back to this album, bro.
Yeah,
Let
that
me put
album is
in there.
hard, B.
Let me put it in there, bro. But you bringing up Freddie Gibbs, I'm gonna have I'm not interesting, but I'm gonna bring him up in that
Conversation later.
Yeah, one of the albums we're gonna talk about.
All right. And last project I have to talk about is Kehlani's While We Wait 2. I don't know if this is an album or mixtape. It just came out last week.
Yeah, I heard about
Came out in
that.
the middle of the week. Like I said, been in my R&B bag, so I was like, okay, let me check it out. I haven't ever heard a Kehlani album all the way.
I thought you listened to that last one. You didn't listen to it? Or we just discussed Kalani, I think.
Yeah,
on the
we were
podcast.
just talking about Kehlani in that code.
Yeah. Hey,
And she was on that remix of that song.
the Kalani, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you think she's trying to get ahead of the allegations? Try to drop something.
Yeah, facts. Hey, because ain't nobody was talking about that.
Heck some more music.
Facts. And guess what? That music was good.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care what you do. Stay in the code if you want to. As
You
long
like
as you
it,
ain't me. Yeah, it's really good up-tempo, like, alternative R&B.
Yeah.
Alternative pop R&B, I'll call it that. Really good, really up-tempo. Kehlani, great songwriter. Kehlani, great vocalist as well. I really enjoyed this project. And Lucky Day, her and Lucky Day have a song on there together too, as well. He smoked that. I need him on more of that production. I need to listen to his newest album because I haven't yet. Algorithm.
Yeah, I haven't.
But
finished
man,
it.
I'm hoping he gets some more production like that. He was on top of that because I have no problem with the previous production. But man, I like him on this up-tempo.
But you listened to Painted, right?
Yes.
You liked the Painted more than that second one he put out.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it called? Chocolate Rain.
Yeah, because I told you. Yeah, because I told
Rain.
you how Painted is like, I think is his best work. And Algorithm is more like, you might not enjoy it as much. He got some back, but he more in a psychedelic guitar. Like he got a funky haircut now. Like
Jimi Hendrix type stuff.
No, but funk, but like psychedelic-ish funk.
Like Bruno and Anderson.
Kind of like funkish, yeah. He's
So
trying to get to that bag. Yeah, sonically, he's trying to get like some funk stuff. You know how some artists try to reinvent themselves.
I think a lot of, and I wish we could have this discussion on R&B. I feel like a lot of them want to be more so alternative than they do. My bad.
No, you good.
More than a contemporary.
Yeah, I think it's in this time people want to. I guess I don't want to say just grab more ears to them because I feel like with alternative you can get some more listens.
You can sound more distinct, but also there's like to me there's a super open lane for contemporary R&B. There's a super open.
I know
lane
you've been
right
saying that you wish it can just be back like in its forefront of like R&B, right?
Kind of, because I feel like it'd be more popular. Because I feel like this alternative R&B, and this could be a whole discussion later on.
Yeah.
I feel like this R&B style of alternative R&B trying to be weird, moody, mysterious.
It's like Frank Ocean kind of like.
Yeah, to me, I feel like it alienates more people than it brings more people in. Like, yes, you'll get a stronger base, I feel, but I feel like it's going to be harder for you to attain like true success.
Yeah.
Like that, because I feel like the only one that's really thriving in those scenes, Brent Faiyaz, Frank Ocean.
But you don't think
there's not a lot of people in R&B thriving from that scene. Like I said, this could be a longer discussion when we really think about it or talk about it, but just going based off of like how I feel and.
But no, R&B is not the same.
Yeah, because look at someone like Coco Jones. While I feel like she's trying to get in that contemporary R&B,
but it just don't feel.
It don't sit right for me because she has this one song, and I know that she's heavily advertising on TikTok because every time I'm swiping, a few swipes, her song pops up. I'm like, I'm tired of hearing this song. Yeah. Sweep it up, sweep it up. I'm like, and she's trying to have a dance with it. I'm like, this is literally like, great marketing in terms of like you're putting the money behind it. But all this is getting annoying, and this is not a good song. I'm going to just say it right now. I'm sorry, Coco Jones. I hope this next album you come out with is really good because I like the other song that you have with that sample that kind of used an overnight celebrity. But man, put that Sweep It Up as a bonus track so I don't have to count them towards the album itself. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like contemporary R&B, it's really lacking. Because to me, my favorite R&B project this year has to be the Party Next Door project. Yeah. And while the Bryson Tiller one was disappointing, Bryson Tiller also isn't doing that contemporary R&B like that. It's more so modern hip-hop with the trap influences and things like that. But also it's very, like, upbeat to where it's more of a hip-hop song. And I was telling my boy Ryan about this from the Blurred My podcast, how R&B isn't at the forefront no more because it's blended way too much with hip-hop to where it's just too synonymous. Look at a song like Chris Brown and Loyal. But, like, when you hear that song, what do you think? You think of a hip-hop song, not an R&B song.
I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but, like, I be at work and I have a coworker that he loves. He's into country music, but the country music is more it's the modern country music, bro. You would think it's just a regular pop or hip hop infused song. Like hip hop, bro, it's so big that it's like took over so many other genres if you actually just listen to stuff. It's like, bro, these are like hip hop drums. Or like this is like a hip hop like hook. You know what I'm saying? Like you could even some of the language they using now in some of the country songs, it's like this is crazy. And I don't know. I was just like, hip hop is just everywhere right now, B. Like, I know it's like they say, it's probably not I don't know if it makes do it make the most money in the industry? Because I feel like if you have some hip hop elements, you can bring that into hip hop. Like, yo, this could be, even though it's not going to be looked at like that, but like, this should be a part of our revenue as well. I'm just saying, like, it's so infused and so much.
I don't think it's the biggest one because look at people, because I feel like it's very hard there's always some new emerging talent.
But I'm talking about like with influence. I feel like anything.
Oh, with influence, yeah.
That's what I'm speaking in influence. But like, bro, I'm listening to these some of these country songs that my coworker be playing. I'm like, bro, this just, and most of them have hip hop artists on their albums, and I'm like, what? I'm like, it's just so crazy. Like I remember when freaking hip hop sounded like, I'm not hip hop, but when country, you got Toby Keith, like, you know what I'm saying?
You only heard the guitar strings and all that.
Man, and I remember like, I wasn't around when Johnny Cash was making, in his prime, but I'm saying, listening to stuff like that, like, country don't sound the same. Like, hip hop is not the only genre to me, or R&B, that's kind of losing its
essence or its soul.
It's like, I feel like everything, I think we discussed like pop and all this, like, everything seemed like it's becoming one. Like, everything seemed like it's becoming pop music.
I feel like a lot of the R&B girls like Chloe and Coco Jones, their music is slowly becoming more popish in R&B, and I think they might want to do pop, but they're still going to be labeled R&B. And so since their music gets labeled R&B, a lot of other R&B acts are also making that same music as well. It's like all these R&B girls, it's like they know, like, okay, there's no money in R&B. I need to make pop music or more pop-oriented R&B music.
You bringing up that also make me think about, okay, we got the internet, we got streaming. Back then, you have a certain group of artists that in their households, because usually when you get music, it's from your parents, like the stuff you listen to. As we getting older and the generation is going, especially now, they're listening to everything. They got the music, everything is in their phones and their iPads, whatever they have. They can listen to all these different genres. So I think it's so hard now for musicians to kind of stick to one genre. I think you have to make like that decision of like, this is what I'm gonna focus on. But you got so many outside influences now, like things you listened to in the past, that's gonna actually dictate. Some stuff you won't be like, dang, where'd that come from? But you can go back like and listen to something you probably jammed back in the past. Like, it influenced you and you don't even know it. That's how it be. So I think it's just, we consuming so much now, like everything is everywhere, that I feel like that's why everything kind of like sounds the same or don't feel the same.
So it's basically back to Tyler's point from that Maverick interview of like, because of the internet, it's like we're kind of like losing the essence of like certain things like regions and now in this case sound.
Yeah, sound. That's why bro, I'm telling, I'm like, am I listening to a country song? I'm like, no.
But I also think a lot more of these genres are now trying to push not a narrative. Like I guess the boundaries,
like a non-genre.
Yeah, to where it could like playlist everywhere.
Yeah.
Instead of
like, you could put this in a hip hop playlist. You could put this here. Just
like look at Morgan Wallen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's one of the main guys I'm speaking of.
Post Malone.
And look what Post Malone came up into like in hip hop. So, and Morgan Wallen is like, bro,
he's affiliating himself with rappers heavily.
He is huge. Like, he's huge right now. And he got some slaps, I'm not even gonna lie.
I like some of his songs with the people I've heard him with. But I can't say I've heard his own songs.
I know they have a few stuff together, him and Dirk. But I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of, if you look at it, bro, it's kind of scary. Because, like, look how we're having this discussion now. And, if you have kids in the future, like me having a son now, thinking about what would they consume, what would they sit, like they'll hear something like, yo, it's not, it won't be considered like hip hop no more or something. Like, what if you be like, yo, I don't know what you say, hey, yo, this is just music or something. Like, if we go to no genre, like go back to like B.O.B., like, because B.O.B.
don't be slanderous.
But I'm just saying, you know how B.O.B. was just saying like he's no genre. Like, I make anything. You know what I mean? So maybe we're gonna have, even though I know some entities, like some industries don't want, like, they be like, oh, Lil Nas X, this song not country. Maybe it's not gonna be country, pop, hip hop. Maybe it's just gonna be that. Will it make the competition more harder?
Yes, completely yes. Because everybody's gonna be fighting for that number one spot at that point. Rather than, I'm trying to fight for this number one spot in hip hop.
How would that look for the music industry though? I wonder, like, will that be a hindrance to it?
Hindrance, yeah, because think about the people who like, I don't listen to this genre. I want to listen to this genre. Or they might, especially if we're talking about mainstream, everything is literally going to sound the same. We already got hip hop where people say, it talks about this. Pop music, it only talks about this. R&B, it only talks about this. If everything is all just one, to me it drives more competition, but it makes it a lot harder because I feel like these bigger artists like a Taylor Swift, Weeknd, Drake, they will bury everybody else.
So you think the industry wouldn't do the no genre pretty much? You think they'd rather stick to the genre?
No, because there's ways
you can move. Oh, I can just dominate this lane.
Because I feel like everybody's looking for something different. Case in point, how some white people, especially hip hop heads, are looking for that authentic black experience that we talked about, that we'll talk about later on with someone like a Jid. They're not gonna listen to Jid if he's making like pop music like that. But if he's making stuff like that, which I guess in that case, if that were to happen, it'd be more so underground. music. I really want to know what the genre is at that time. But no, I think a lot more people, because there's people like me who I don't want to go outside of my genre of R&B and hip hop. I don't want to do that. Like it's like I'm cool with the sound that we have over here.
But you noticing that some of your R&B and hip hop is not sounding like.
No, it's not, and which is why I go back. Like Jay-Z said, if you like my oldish, buy my old albums.
And that's the same thing. It's this guy that I see at one of the. He's not a coworker of mine, but he's at a workplace that I'm at, and bro, every freaking day, he jams Eminem, like from
Marshall Mathers,
the Slim Shady EP and Marshall Mathers EP. He's jamming two off them songs. And one day I'm gonna ask him, bro, why is this all you listen to? Every day, bro, it's a song from those two albums. Like I don't know. I want to ask him like, yo, is that just you don't like Eminem now? Or like, but bro, I don't know. You just think about it like, man, like it is true though. If you don't like something now, go back. I do it. Yeah, I do it too. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting to me, like, where is the industry going just because so much things are grabbing elements from each genre because we all consume so many. You know, it's not many people like you, B. They're just like, it's people like you, yes, but it's not many people that's like, especially in this time, that just listen to, I just want this and that. That's more of I feel like an older mindset, you know, from eras that we kind of like ersed out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because we was open to more things. But now these days, these kids, they see everything.
Yeah. I love Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, album of the year. And then they be putting it in their list with like a Mac Homie something.
I'm like, what? I got this.
I'm like, what we doing here?
It's like, I like it though, just because I come from that. I listen to so much type of music. And now I'm seeing all these other people like recommending me things that I never heard of. That's like not even hip hop. It's something else. I'm like, all right, dope. I thought you was just
for me, I like the division because for me it makes it easier to categorize things, and I like things by category because I'd rather be competing with hip hop podcasters rather than music podcasters. Because imagine us being in the running one day, best music podcast platform. We gotta go against people that only talk about like the most popular music of the time. That's gonna be harder for us if we just talk about hip hop. Which for us, I feel like we have more of a knowledge and base, and we could really go in depth. While them, they're having to scatter
through so much stuff. Like, you're stretching yourself.
Exactly, they're stretching yourself thin. Yeah, but for us, you know, the reason I kind of like only like to stay with two things because you know I like a lot of stuff. So it's like I can't like everything. I can't like everything, and if I do, none of that stuff will be memorable because it'll just all blend in and mash in. I already listen to a lot of music in the genres I do listen to. Imagine me trying to have way more manga than the stuff I like now. Way more movies and video games I like now. It's like it's just too much. You know what I'm saying?
And from my knowledge, to be honest, bro, I think if you do cover every like music, you know, multiple genres, I think hip hop probably is going to be your most popular one. Like,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Taylor Swift. I think anything pop wise. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Billie Eilish.
So you don't
Sabrina Carpenter girl, Nicki Minaj.
Those single people you name it, bro. I'm talking about hip hop. You got multiple. Like, bro, look. This is my example. Maybe I'm just not everywhere. Who else posts Anthony Fantano like any of his other like reviews anywhere in any other culture?
I mean
any other genre.
We're the only ones that really care like that.
That's why I think hip hop will be your main. Like hip hop will bring more attraction because I feel like. You're gonna have the people that are gonna pop up for the Taylor Swift album and for the, but you're not sitting here having discussions about pop music like that. You get what I mean? I'm saying you could have more discussions. But that's maybe because we don't see it though. But look, I'm subscribed to other people that do different genres.
Think about like the worst stan groups that we know of: the Swifties, Beehive, and Barbs.
Yes, but look, I'm trying to tell you, bro. When it comes to even when it comes to like. Nicki Minaj, she's still part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Beyonce got hip hop elements.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like hip hop, you can have even with rock, but mostly like with rock music, people talk about the past. Like, it's not many conversations of like big channels that's like focused on like having conversations about like music. Like you have more people that do music and talk about it, but like hip hop is like what everybody be wanting to talk about if you're talking about music.
But I feel like with hip hop, it's more so there's a technicality and skill there to actually debate on.
That's why I think that if you cover everything, hip hop probably be your bread and butter. Because think about it, Taylor Swift's not coming out all the time. Beyonce's not coming out all the time.
Taylor Swift comes out pretty often.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
but there's always,
but with hip hop,
but my thing is there's always some new pop girl coming out.
But I'm saying it's only look when it comes to pop girls, bro. It's not multiple. It's not a lot of them that like actually just that they all like you know how we have like oh who's the new hip hop artist that's fit to do their thing, like we have all these people that's coming up. I think with pop you have to reach some level of some type of success to start getting that. Like we talk about pop is popular. You could try to make this type of music, but there's so many people that don't even reach that level. Like yes, I'm not deep into the pop community. Like I can get checked on this. I'm just speaking on like what I see, and usually I'm pretty tapped in on things. I'm kind of tapped in, and when it comes to like I'll be looking on YouTube, looking at some people that not even talk about hip hop. It's a group out there that talk about hip hop and talk about other other genres as well. But hip hop is like they bread and butter, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like it's more conversations around it. That's why I feel like even with I could bring up Anthony Fantano, bro. Even on his other channel, most of his people want to like clown hip hop stuff, and he talks about everything. Not really pop, but all type of genres.
I think it's harder to judge that other stuff though.
That's why I'm saying hip hop be your bread and butter.
I think view wise, no. I think in terms of like,
I think it's more consistency with it.
Maybe. I feel like there's always a pop album coming out that people just love.
I don't.
And people talk about it. I feel like those albums have way more longevity than hip hop albums.
Because there's not many of them, B. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So I feel like the speculation though that could.
Bro,
really
if I had a Billboard account and I could look at the top pop tracks, how many hip hop tracks you think gonna be on there, B?
Like a top 10?
Yeah.
3, maybe 4.
I'm and how many other genres? I'm trying to tell you, bro. Hip hop is like I don't know. I just think it's the most popular genre though.
As of right now, yes.
That's why I'm saying it's gonna be your bread and butter.
But I'm looking at it from a long term standpoint, not a just right now standpoint.
I think long term, yes, especially if you touching different aspects of hip hop. Because you sticking to something, yeah, you could limit yourself.
Okay, then yes, I agree with that. The longevity is there, but I'm saying in terms of popularity, no. That's what I'm talking about. Numbers in terms of the subscriber base, the view count. I don't think it's there in hip hop.
I do.
I think it's only there for the popular artists in hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I feel like there's way more legendary acts that you go back to that people will search up before a hip hop act.
I'm trying to see, like what I'm saying is like, if you go to like, let's say I don't know, let's say dang, I wish I can. We gotta do this offline. Mm-hmm. My bad. It'll be a deeper conversation. My bad. I went off a tangent, but we need different discussions today because we don't really have much on the docket. But
yeah.
But anyways,
like if I'm looking at today's top hits, and I'm gonna just look at the first 10.
You on Spotify?
Here. Yeah. Taste by Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, I know that.
Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga. Birds of a Feather with Billie Eilish. Mm-hmm. Chappelle Rohan, Good Luck Babe. Mm-hmm. Too Sweet Hosier. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter.
Guess more like R&B.
By Charlie XCX. I Had Some by Post Malone with Morgan Wallen. Mm-hmm. Slow It Down by Benson Boone. And Taylor Swift, I Could Do It With a Broken Heart. Mm-hmm. That was 10 songs I just gave you.
From Spotify.
Today's top hits. The hottest 50.
Do you know how many songs you know?
I didn't know any of those songs.
I know Espresso. I know both of those Sabrina songs. I don't know the Charlie songs.
Like in the next like 13 or 15, mm-hmm. like in the top 15, $1 Million Baby's in there. A bar song is in there, and I know those two. Mm-hmm. Those are the only two songs.
What's a bar?
I know. A bar song.
Shabuzi.
Yeah, it's a Shabuzi, the Tipsy song. Out of those, like the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the next, like the top 15 on this playlist right here, I only knew 2 songs. Hip hop Twitter, I see some people talk about the Sabrina Carpenter album, even though some people are like, oh, she's been out for a decade and we're just now hearing about her. And plus her little controversy that she had with Travis Scott recently. Because, Travis Scott was doing the whole bundles thing.
Yeah. And,
she was like, Nicki Minaj, this one's for you. Or something like that. I don't know.
No, I know who she is.
But yeah, I've heard of Billie Eilish, obviously, so I'm going to know that
that's off her latest album. Some of Billie Eilish albums.
Yeah, but see, you know these songs. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, none of them were hip-hop songs, except for $1 Million Baby's more so R&B, but it's on hip-hop.
I'm saying it's hip-hop influence.
Yes, it's on urban radio.
But
I'll give it that.
But I'm saying, bro, nobody's finna have a discussion about... I'm saying nobody's finna have discussions about these people. That's like if I review that album, you think people going to go listen to like reviews of her albums?
If you was a big enough name like Fantano, yes.
Let's look.
Because think about it like this: Fantano, reviewed the Chappelle Rohan girl.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, And I think what was he doing? Crying the whole review on it.
No, I didn't click it, but
I did.
look, he reviewed her stuff.
How many views did he get?
It's Santana, 293.
How many views are these other people getting?
4.1. Nobody. I'm just saying, nobody really cares.
A lot of people are talking. Like a lot of people are making content on it. B.
What you talking about?
Like, look at the smaller.
I'm saying it's a popular song. I mean, she's popular, but I'm just saying it's not like, who is this?
What was the last big hip hop album we had, like on their scale, but in hip hop? What was the last big album this year, hip hop wise?
I think we probably lack in hip hop wise. We're like big albums.
Well, no, I'm saying like because I know it's not literally 1-to-1. If we had to go 1-to-1, even though I know it's not literally 1-to-1, who on the levels has a bigger album than Sabrina? Like who's a Sabrina Carpenter album in hip hop this year?
None. I don't think we have any of that. Like, it had to be close to, like, if Kendrick would have dropped without everything, we'd probably be the closest.
Oh yeah, easily.
That's what I'm saying. Nah,
That would have been
the
closest.
closest. That'd be the closest. Look at this. I don't think people go and just listen to freaking reviews.
Like, what did Logic get? Logic is pretty popular.
557,000.
But look how many weeks that's been out. Now,
13 days.
Oh, okay. Now go to the Sabrina Carpenter.
293.
How many does that have?
It's in 5 days.
That's less than half of. That's almost half the views. And
we can go check this next week.
Oh,
we're gonna see. I'm just trying to tell you. I think hip hop. We care about our community. Care more about reviews. We're gonna go and look at stuff like this. I don't think them pop girls give a F. They gonna love that album. They don't care whoever thinks about this album. I think most of the people. That's my whole thing about it. Like look at a JPEG Mafia with him. Look at an Ice Spice. This is a month, but look at this. Like these weren't huge albums, but I'm just saying. Like,
Ice Spice was kind of like huge because of the memes around.
But I'm just saying, B. I'm just trying to tell you the popularity of hip hop. Like, yes, Sabrina, she's pop. She's gonna get more. The girls that listen to her stuff, they going on YouTube to look at Barbie doll reviews. Like they not. I'm just saying, like we're going. I want you to understand what I'm saying. It's like when it comes to like if you're gonna make some content about hip hop, bro. It's gonna stick out more. It's gonna be your bread and butter. I think Fantano bread and butter, even though he makes all type of stuff. But if you go to look, I love this album from McClare. But look, Eminem album. He's Eminem.
I'm about to say that's Eminem.
But like he's still Eminem. He's still a part of hip hop. Look, come on, who cares about it?
How many views has it got?
Oh, 244. And they got.
But look how long it's been out compared to the Sabrina Carpenter one. That's what I'm saying.
But that's Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm saying there's more popular rap girls than there is more popular rappers though.
It's
more popular pop girls coming out right now currently than there is more popular rappers coming out right now. Look at the drought that we're in with albums in terms of popularity, not quality, popularity.
I don't know, B. I think you'll make more. Yeah, you can do everything.
I think it's easier to make consistent content off of hip hop.
I think hip hop. That's why I'm saying it'd be your bread and butter.
But I think that pop music and all that will get you the numbers quicker.
I don't know.
Because it's the popular topic. People are searching for it. It's what's hot now.
It's not the album though, B. It's probably a single or a song.
That's Sabrina Carpenter.
She's huge though.
That's
She
Chappelle
Espresso. She's big.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish is the biggest artist in the world right now.
Nah, it's like Weeknd, I think.
Bro, who has more streams than Billie Eilish on Spotify?
I think Weeknd.
No way.
I think.
Billie Eilish put out an album. No way Weeknd surpassed her. I'll be bugging. If it's so, it's by like a few thousand. Not even a few.
Okay, Weeknd's 2. Let's see who's number 1.
Who won? Probably not Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure it's Billie.
You sure?
Bro, Billie Eilish is huge. She's huge, B.
Oh, no, don't play that.
And I'm telling you, this girl's insane.
She's won.
She's insane.
But Weeknd was number 1 earlier this year.
I know that. But I'm saying she recently put out an album.
But Weeknd hadn't put out an album in like 2 years.
And what Weeknd fall through? He didn't play a little hip hop.
But he's pop now because he's pop.
Too.
He's pop now.
But he hip hop.
He comes from R&B hip hop.
He hip hop.
But he's pop now.
I'm just saying, bro.
He in that Michael Jackson category.
I'm just
Whatever
saying,
he puts out is gonna be pop.
Billie Eilish have hip hop influence as well in her music.
Nah, she dressed like Nelly from 2005. What are you talking about?
She been dressing like Playboy Cardi too.
Nah, Playboy Cardi got it from her.
Bro, oh my God, dang. We gonna have a deeper dark on that one day. Because it still kind of falls into pop too. Like, bro, that pop conversation is insane. But want to get some news, B?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the news. First off, I forgot. Both of us forgot to put it on the news. R.I.P. to Fatman Scoop.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Fatman Scoop.
We gotta say that.
And that's just such.
Gotta pay respects.
It just
he died while he was
on
or
stage,
he had a
he
medical incident while he
out.
was on stage.
And that's like it kind of reminded me of when Big Pokey as
Big
well.
Pokey.
I think it was like a year or two ago on stage, passed out as well.
Big Pokey.
Yeah. I was like,
to make
man.
sure.
And like they doing the thing they love, this music thing,
Making
this
money.
performance, and just man, it just sucks, bro. And then like he's 53 years old, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was in his 50s.
Yeah, bro, that's.
It just sucks that man.
Yeah.
You was just like doing your job and then boom, something happened. Like what? I wonder like what caused that.
I don't know.
I didn't look.
Pretty sure
much
health
into
complications, but
yeah, but it just really really sucks.
yes, bro. And that was young. 53 is young, man. It's just so sad seeing people go. So you like not even getting to grow old. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he had any grandkids or anything, but I'm pretty sure he had kids. And it's just sad news, man. R.I.P. Scoop, man. Fat man Scoop.
Yeah.
My bad.
Had to put that in the. I almost forgot it before we started. We would have had our licenses revoked for that one.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, but in lighter news, Pharrell's movie Piece by Piece drops October 11th. This is a Lego movie that he's having come in theaters. I believe it's stop motion Lego movie, or maybe it's just like fully CGI animated. I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be a movie documenting, I believe, his musical
life.
career.
Like a biopic.
Yeah, it's like a biopic, but in Lego format. Which, how you think this is gonna perform in box offices?
I don't know, but we got to review it, bro.
Easily.
It's hip-hop, B.
We're gonna have that under the discussion topic.
I think. Damn man, okay. Lego. Okay, you got the Lego brand behind it. I don't know what's the budget. They talk about budget.
I don't know the
sure
budget, but I also don't know the rating. Like, is this a PG-13? Like, is this rated not R, but
I'm pretty sure
G?
It's probably PG.
So that means that we went out. So when they talk about the clip sections, what they gonna do?
I don't
Talk about
know.
some sugar?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is gonna be really interesting. I don't know.
I'm very interested to see, but Piece by Piece, October 11th.
Got to get the Blu-ray for this too.
Oh, of course, I gotta support. I gotta support. But yeah, it says turn up the volume on your imagination. It's directed by Morgan Neville, and it'll be in theaters. Oh, it's PG. This movie is PG.
And I don't know. I just think it's an interesting, I guess a different perspective on like having a biopic in the anime.
Yeah, I think it's very creative adaptation
really,
to do a biopic in. I'll agree.
And then like being like Pharrell is kind of cool because he's like this animated,
creative.
Yes, and like he's very expressive with like his fashion and all this stuff, and you could do this in animation form. So it'd be pretty cool what they're gonna do with animations, like popping them in different outfits, skateboarding, like just different things that Pharrell's known for. I think it's gonna be pretty cool because I feel like you can move, like with a Pharrell type life. It kind of remind me of an animation, like because like it's so much stuff he have his feet in. It's like he could do so much. Like you could do so much with the animation. I believe that you can't do really with live action. That kind of like have this grand. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. You could create a much grander scale and scope for it.
Right.
And you won't need as much of a budget probably as you would like in real life, where you have to actually go to these sets, actually quarantine a whole little place. Not quarantine, but section off a whole little place to do this. I think the thing is, this won't be the Pharrell biopic that we need.
Yeah.
Though. I think like in terms of really to document what he has done in hip hop. Because I feel like this is PG. Like a lot of kids, they're not gonna really care. They're gonna see Legos. They're gonna go see it. But
I think that's pretty cool too, because like even if they can go back to it, like I just thought this was a cool little animated movie. They can actually like this is a story.
No, it's cool. No, yeah, it's cool for the culture. But I feel like this isn't the one that we need.
Yeah. Do you think that the animation is not gonna be as like Lego movie type animation? Because that was a lot,
like
especially
Lego
in the Lego
movies.
Like Lego movies.
Oh yeah, Lego movie Batman was good.
And I'm just saying it was a lot into those movies.
But I think that's because of the actual world they come from. It is fantastical already.
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to try and animate the real world and make it fantastical, and maybe like animate what imaginative things that Pharrell had in his mind. But I don't think it'll be as. I don't think it'll be as creative with the actual content because a lot of this is based in real life rather than it being based on mythical things or fantastical fantasy things.
That's what I'm saying. I want to know what's the budget. Because, it's animated documentary film.
Yeah.
I thought it was a biopic.
Oh, no, not going over his life. I didn't think that.
Oh, it's
when I hear biopic, I think that's either documentary style or just going over his life. Oh. But I didn't think it was gonna go through like his whole life. I thought it was just gonna like because look at the people that he has on here. He has like Snoop Dogg, Pharrell, Daft Punk.
Yeah, but I thought those everybody he worked with. So these just people gonna be animated talking about.
But I highly doubt. I think it's gonna be from the perspective of how Pharrell is. I highly doubt that he got Kanye West to come and work on this with him.
Because it say Snoop SSM, Jay-Z SSL, Busta Rhymes, Kendrick as himself. Everybody playing themselves.
Yeah. Which kind of scares me a bit.
Why?
Because not all of them have acting chops.
No, but it's a documentary. So they just gonna be.
But this is gonna be a Lego format, and
that's what I'm saying. They don't have to act. All they have to do is be like, man, when Pharrell came in the studio with this, but they just gonna be Lego format.
But also, when you see Legos though, it's gonna be like super animated. They're probably gonna like super animated because it's animated.
I get what you're saying.
So they're gonna have to be a bit more charismatic with their voice. Think about it like this.
I get you.
When we talk about the old Spider-Man games, we got Tobey Maguire voicing himself in the games.
And then you don't remember that old Spider-Man game? It was like Kitty Mode. You remember that?
It's PS1?
Yeah, PS1 days.
Yeah. But I don't remember that. But I'm saying like the acting in that, like I feel like it's gonna be brought like that over to this. Like if you go listen to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3 clips from the video game, not the movie, the video game. He sounds super dry and boring.
Cause look, it's saying they interview people through the pandemic, like everything was like remotely doing. So I think it's just gonna be them talking, but Lego, like me and you, like somebody doing this, but it's just gonna be Legos. So I don't think it's gonna be. I think maybe some parts gonna be extra if they trying to like replay a scene or a memory.
No, it's going to be easily.
Yeah,
I just need to know what they're gonna do with Pusha T stuff though. And what if they show Jay-Z losing those 92 bricks?
I don't see Pusha in here.
Pusha T, I think, is in there.
Yeah.
Someone said we need to see him with some white dust or something, like some white broken down Legos. Like, you know the little Lego pieces that are circular that you can put on top? It says it's probably going to be, you know what?
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, man. But yeah, I cannot wait to see this. I will be seeing this in theater. You already have my money, Pharrell.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of excellence in hip hop, let's talk about this white excellence beat.
Hey, I put that white excellence in there, bro.
Eminem becomes the first rapper with 50 million per album sales in the U.S. B, tell me why this is good for the culture.
It's great for the culture, man. I expected it to be more for some reason.
I did too.
For like per sales? Like, cause this is what, digital, physical media?
Yeah, digital, outside of stream.
Yeah,
this is outside of streams?
Yeah, this outside of streams. This, like, pure, I think is digital and
like when physical. You actually buy the album.
You actually buy it.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be, I was surprised. My shocking thing was the 50 million. I thought it was going to be more.
Yeah, I would have thought.
Especially from the era he came from.
Where you have to actually sell physicals.
So, I don't know. I think it's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment. Even though I'm not the numbers guy. Huge accomplishment, nonetheless.
And, of course, I feel like Eminem would be the first one to do it. Just with, he's the highest selling rapper in hip-hop. But, yes, Eminem is white. It can help him. But him being white is just not the only reason why he's in this position.
You're
because
right.
He actually has to be good.
Yes, you're right. But also that whiteness helps.
Yeah, I don't, because if Logic was so good, why he ain't getting these type of accolades?
He's not Eminem good. Come on. He doesn't have nothing influential like Eminem does with Slim Shady or anything like that.
Facts.
So let's not even bring him into this. Mr. Tarantino movies versus what was it?
Quentin Tarantino versus Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, come on, man. Everybody has their own opinions.
Hey, it's all subjective.
Yeah, get out of here, softy.
But yeah, man. Hey, congrats to him. I really thought it'd be 85 or something. 50 was like wow.
Yeah,
that kind of shows
especially
you
million. I would have thought it would have been close to $1 billion.
What's so crazy about this is, this shows that, okay, he hit 50 million, it's 2024. Streaming been around like heavily since, I say 2014, 16?
2016.
So nobody really still buying albums like that, physically.
No.
All digitally.
But you also got to think, right before the blog era, that was when the internet was pirating music online.
Like crazy. Like, bro.
Right before the blog era.
Like super crazy, bro.
I know.
Oh my God. I remember leaks, V, getting the album like a day or two before it come out. Sometimes weeks.
Look, going to school, like, yeah, I'm just listening to the new so-and-so.
Hey, bro, I remember I made like 4 burnt CDs of Carter 4 and like, cause I was a music guy. Like I was a guy downloading leaks and getting it and giving it to people, bro. I remember giving the homies the Carter 4, bro. And like they was so lit, bro. They was in my homie Malibu, like bumping out to that Carter 4. I was like, yeah, I hooked them up. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the freaking album like 4 days, like a week sometimes, bro, before it come out, bro. Like I don't know, it's just crazy how you could just go on YouTube or go on like LimeWire or something, see the full
Or just
album.
put it in Google.
Yeah, bro.
Zip.
Hey,
Search.
Hey, sometimes RAR, you know, you got the
The
rip
file.
it, yeah. Gotta rip
Or
it
sometimes
whatever.
mega upload.
Yeah, man. Hey,
R.I.P. the mega
bro, mega
upload.
upload was hey, bro. Bring me back, bro. uTorrent. But get the movies, boy.
Kick A torrent. Oh
Hey,
man, I
cracks,
miss it.
Cracks. Hey, I said Fruity Loops cracked. Oh man, but hey, yo, congrats to M, man.
Yeah.
What's next on
He's
that?
over here giving him a White Excellence Award. And the last piece of news that we have, the mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell, announces Master P as the entertainment ambassador for Super Bowl LIX, I don't know what number that is, which will be held in New Orleans on February 9th, 2025. I like this.
Ain't 50 a part of this too?
I'm not sure. I know 50 is obviously, you know, from what you told me, he is kind of like putting money into New Orleans or putting money down.
It's in the Shreveport. He in Shreveport. I thought, let me see. Master P. I swear I thought something 50 Cent too. I guess it's just Master P. 50 Cent in control of something, bro, with the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not bugging. Maybe I just read it. I could be bugging, bro.
But he's a musical ambassador for that year for that location.
Yeah, in New Orleans.
But it is very coincidental that he's also down there in Louisiana, you know, building up the city as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to build up some more protection and better things for people to come out there.
Yeah, they're trying to put some money. And you know, New Orleans is the big money maker of Louisiana, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I swear I thought it was 50 Cent.
But yeah, shout out to Master P for this because you know, telling what we might get on there. No Limit, Cash Money,
Boy.
NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, and then they're gonna drop that. They gonna put that you know what I'm saying?
What?
Drop It Like It's Hot gonna come out, you know what I'm saying?
Drop It Like It's Hot was under Master P? No Limit?
Nah, I'm saying if he gonna bring out some Louisiana legends.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Turk gonna be out there.
Oh, you talking about
Juvie.
Back That A Up.
I said drop it like it's hot. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Back that ass.
That's why I said Snoop Dogg wasn't on there.
Yeah,
man.
he can't. Yeah, I'm bugging, bro. Like drop it like it's hot. My bad. I'm sorry, bro. Take my black card.
They're going to play that. They're going to play some Lil Wayne.
Some Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see. There's no Louisiana singers from there, right?
Lloyd
He's from Louisiana?
from New Orleans.
Oh, well, yeah, Louisiana.
Yeah. Lloyd. Who else?
I can't think
That's
of them.
all I can think of.
Yeah.
Bro.
They got Wayne. Bring Kevin Gates out, B.
He
Boosie.
gonna be on that humping the stage. Boosie, bro. Louisiana don't produce singers like that. I know they got a lot of jazz, and they have a lot of
Zydeco?
Nah. It's another guy that's really what's his name? Batiste. Is it John Batiste or something like that? I think he's a singer, and I think he's from New Orleans. Come on. New Orleans got really great musicians, man. I'm not trying to say y'all don't produce singers. I'm just trying to think of something. Maybe.
But none just come to the head quickly.
Nah.
I mean, Hurricane Chris.
He's from Shreveport too, I think. Anyways, what's next on the Doechii?
That's about it for...
That's it on news?
Yeah, that's about it for news. We have a light news week, B.
Dang, it's been light, bro.
But let's go ahead and talk about some of the albums that we got. We got Destroy Lonely's Love Lasts Forever, Doechii's Alligator Bites Never Heal, Big Sean Better Me Than You. I think we should knock out that Destroy Lonely.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Right?
Yeah, because this is going to be a quick one.
Super quick.
And I want to say this for people now. I just discovered Destroy Lonely about 2-3 years ago. Been listening to him since. I enjoy his music, and I will say this right now. This is not for everybody. This is for the YNs. This is for the young Negroes. If you're an old traditional hip-hop head, don't even skip to the next review.
Yeah,
don't watch
even
this
watch
review.
this, bro.
Yeah, because this is not for you. Do not go listen to this album. And I don't want to tell people not to listen to it, but I will say this. This is not any type of hip-hop that most of you people that are hip-hop heads will like. I see no one on my TL talking about this but young kids.
Yeah.
Not even, I don't want to say it like that, but younger people just in general.
Like 14 to probably 23-year-olds.
Yes, because
Like
this is
the
the music my
demographic.
brother loves.
Yeah.
He's like 20.
Yeah.
So this is the music that they will love. Music with no substance.
None.
You can barely hear what they're saying.
Bro, long as he said he smashed your chick, bro. Ooh.
And if the bass is thumping.
Yes.
B, this is your first Destroy Lonely album.
Yeah,
this is
first.
my third one. What did you think about this? I got to hear your opinion on this.
Bro, so when I listen to stuff like this, I try to put myself in like the mind of like I was a young guy, and it's still music that I just feel and I like. But this right here, it wasn't for me, man.
Yeah.
It was, and I'm not even feeling like crap on it, you know what I mean? Because I'm not the audience. But like, it's some songs where I'm gonna be like, hey, I like the beat on this. This was thumping, like I told you, Pimp Talk. Let me see if I can go and see. I liked another song on here as well. But this is just, like you said, I heard Lil Uzi on the second track. I'm like, oh, is that Uzi voice? Because he kind of read his emotions on his sleeve. I'm not emotions, but his influences on his sleeve.
Yeah.
I feel the Playboy. Mm-hmm. I feel
He's
Lil
his
Uzi.
artist.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is on there.
Yeah, he's on the Playboy. So to me, that's the big three for the YNs right now. It's Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Playboy.
See, Ken Carson, I get them mixed up. Ken Carson, I checked out a bit. He has the one with the cover, the black and white cover.
Great Chaos.
I checked out like half of that. And
that project was really good.
I was like, no way.
That project was really good.
Nah, you're bugging. And him, speaking of Ken Carson, him laying on that Trill track, trash.
Yeah,
that was trash.
I hate to say this. I love them two separately, but when they get together, I'm like, what the F is happening?
Oh, I like the Take a Trip beat too. That was a cool little beat. Most of the things I liked about this was the production. The rapping, I barely can understand what he's saying. He's smashing your chick. He's doing that type of stuff.
He got the fashion game
his
on
fashion
lock.
stuff, which you don't.
He keeps the Glocky on him.
Yeah, which I know you don't. He's taking care of his family, you said, you know what I mean? But other than that, there's no substance here. Like, bro, you're young, man. Do your thing. Continue doing this. You're making your money. You got your followers. I'm not hating on you or nothing. I listened to it just to check it out. I support it. You know what I'm saying? I gave you a stream. You know what I mean? I checked out the full project. Mm-hmm. But other than that, bro, it's like not really much to say about this project, bro. It was just, I don't even know how to talk about this because then it make me, nothing. It was just
Yeah, for me, I'm a Destroy Lonely fan. When it comes to like some of the opium artists that Playboy Cardi has, if you don't know what opium, yes, like the drug, OPIUM, opium. That's Playboy Cardi's label. And under that, he has Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, and Homicide Gang.
Homicide Gang.
One of the members actually died recently, like a few months ago.
For real?
Yes. Which is why I'm assuming they really have. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want.
How many is 3 of them?
I think it's like 2 or 3, but I know 2 of them is on like the front covers and the stuff. But when it comes to the members in Opium, my 2 favorite, the only good ones really, I want to say
Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely.
Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, and like I said, my introduction project for me, and yes, Destroy Lonely has a whole bunch of songs that were like memed on TikTok like that. My introduction project for me with Destroy Lonely was No Stylist, that project, and I love that song, and I love that project itself. Then after that project, we had the second project. I heard that when it came out, which was If Looks Could Kill, and I liked the aesthetic that he was going for, and I like some of the production on the album. To me, the problem when it comes to these young kids, especially like someone like Destroy Lonely, he overbloats his projects.
Yeah, this was 20 tracks?
Yeah,
21.
But see, the worst part is, if you go to his last album, he put a director's cut out beat.
Oh, no.
Him and Yeet, they overbloat their projects. And I'm just like, you don't need this much music. And I get it for the fans, kids. They're not like us where we're listening to an album for the cohesion, we're listening to it for the sequencing, we're listening to it to the thematic.
They want the same song over and over again.
Yes,
they
exactly.
want that same feeling. So I throw you 20-something tracks.
They're going to be like, oh, yeah, there's jams. But for me, this project, out of the last 3 that I've heard, is one of the weaker ones because I like the sounds and production styles that he went for on No Stylist and If Looks Could Kill. If Looks Could Kill, he has this little electric guitar that he's going throughout throughout all the production. No Stylist, to me, the production really varied to where you could tell some songs apart rather than in this project right here, Love Lasts Forever. Each of these songs sound the same. He sounds the same. He's utilizing the same flows. He's not really changing anything up. And I get it. It's Destroy Lonely. He's a young kid. He's going to talk about the same things. I don't really care about that. It's how do you present that same thing to me over and over in a unique, creative way? To me, in this album, he didn't. And that's what disappointed me the most. Now, obviously, there's going to be some stuff on there. Yeah. To me, there was not really any bad beats like that. That intro dragged for me, though.
But I think production carries these type of kids.
No, yeah. That's exactly what it is because they can't rap well.
At all. You saw that new Drewski's kid? He make music for these kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's Destroy Lonely. That's Opium right there. That's how them kids go, yes.
Their lives matter.
Yeah.
My name's Demure. We say, hey, I went crazy, like, we say I went cropped on that.
Yeah, and that's literally Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. And they are kids. I will say that. Yeah. They're adults, obviously. Yeah. They're young. And they make music for young kids. Yeah. This is not music for us. This is music that Look, these are the music for kids where they finally get to be home alone. They got that speaker that they've been wanting to put on full blast, and then it doesn't shake, and they love
JBL.
it. Yeah, the little JBL. Look, they like got the little Beats pill that just came out. This is them, and they put it at full blast. And they turned the bass all the way up to see how it shakes. This is music for them.
Yeah, bro.
This is young Negro music right here. Young YN music. I don't knock it too much, but for me personally, as a fan of Destroy Lonely and some of the stuff that he's put out so far, to me, this is the weaker out of the two projects. Even though the last project was super bloated and it got very samey, this one gets in that very samey bag. To me, No Stylist, out of all the projects I've heard from him, is still his best one.
It stood out more, or it was more
It stood out more because the production felt a lot more varied and the song structuring felt more varied instead of it being the same song. Same subject matter, obviously. Yeah, that time side game. But yeah, for me, this just wasn't it. I don't like when Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely get together. Obviously, I had a few projects that they recently had, and I had to change my stance on this because I really like Destroy Lonely a lot more. Ken Carson, to me, got the better discography in terms of the last few projects they came out with. Because at least Ken, he changes his sound up, even though it's similar. It's very same. It's all rage hip-hop, which is a derivative version of trap, or a subgenre of trap, whatever you want to call it. At least his production change is enough to warrant, like, okay, this sounds different from the last project. It's still the same, like, subgenre, but at least it has a different sound compared to the other ones. But yeah, Destroy Lonely, while they do have different sounds, I feel like this one emulates the same exact sound over and over. It doesn't try to change it up or vary it up. And that's what really disappointed me about this project.
Yeah, dude, that's all I have to say, man. I ain't got nothing else to really say.
Yeah, this is an album for the YNs, man. You're not a YN.
Nah, bro. I'm an ON now, bro.
Yeah, you an ON. You an OH.
I'm an OG.
No, you an OH. I'm an OG. Old bro. Head.
Yeah, I'm good off that, bro.
Yeah. There's some songs in there that I bump. This is the album that I don't know to background music, or if I just want something to bang in the car and I just want to vibrate some, it's the music I put on. Yeah. That's all to note it too. But yeah, Destroy Lonely, don't be for Lucky, man.
Yeah, chill out. Yeah, we did talk about him last week. Damn, but I forgot all about
that.
But
I mean, hey, Destroy Lonely was, he was a force to reckon with because A$AP Rocky moved his album date. He was like, I can't come out with that YN.
Right here, bro.
He was like, shoot, that YN, hey, like Drake said, you gonna come out with some shit gonna be big again.
Here we go.
He knew that Destroy Lonely was coming out. He moved it. He said, look, he didn't even give us a date. This fall. Negro, it is the fall. It's August.
Bro, that A$AP, bro. That A$AP when we fire. I'm telling you.
Yeah, fire dumpster.
Because the last single, fire. The video, fire. And the other joint, fire, bro. A$AP always in his bag, bro.
Yeah, well.
Real heady boy.
Yeah, he knew them get out the way of that bag because Destroy Lonely was coming.
Anyways, you want to hit that Doechii or you want to hit that Sean?
You already got Doechii pulled up. Yeah. I don't want to do you like that.
No, I just clicked something. Oh. We can do Sean if you want. It's right there.
Oh. I want to end out with something good. So let's talk about Sean.
This man evil.
I've been hating all this weekend on you, Big Sean, and not in a good way.
So look, he has more to say about this project, so I'm gonna start it off. I'm Big Sean. I'm not giving you no hate.
Yes, you are.
I'm not, man.
Look, it's justified hate. There's a difference.
Look, I saw some of your tweets, but look, B.
Was I spitting or was I capping?
You had some stuff in there, but I don't know. I like some of the production on here. You said the production was weak.
It was.
I like some of this production.
That production was weak and bad. It was boring.
I think Big Sean was more not carrying, in my opinion.
Oh, trust me. He was not carrying throughout this whole album. But keep going.
Okay, so my initial thoughts on this project, I didn't give it multiple listens. I'm sorry. I'm going to just be honest. I don't think Big Sean projects, it's not much replayability. I think Dark Sky Paradise, I don't even care about like that. Detroit 2 is probably the one that, besides like... Detroit 1 is the only album mixtape before Big Sean Volume 3 and all that I actually was just
No, that was after. Detroit was after.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this is the only ones those only two that I actually was replaying and listening to. After that, Big Sean didn't have much replay value to me. Like none of his albums stick to my ribs. Like I gotta play this. So listen to this album, Better Meeting You. Not saying I'm not gonna go back to it, but to get my initial thoughts, I don't think I needed more listens.
But you're not going back to this. You're not going back to this unless we're creating a list of worst projects this year.
So what I did,
boy, capping off the pod juice.
I played this album first half in the headphones. I had the phone down. I was doing little stuff around the crib. And I was thinking Big Sean is flowing on some of these songs, B. Production didn't sound as bad as I thought it was gonna be from this dude Tweets. Sounded pretty good. I like the Charlie Wilson song. I actually like the production on that. I see what Big Sean was saying, man. He's, family stuff. He's trying to change. You know what I mean? Some of these songs would they didn't have much like substance. Like Big Sean did sound a little I want to say lazy, but like monotone. Like he don't. It's like, okay,
this feels phoned in.
But when somebody rap and they do it effortless.
Mm-hmm. This was not it.
This wasn't it. Big Sean, it just seemed like he's just rapping, and it's just like it's like, all right, I don't think he's fully here. Mm-hmm. Some of his lyrics are mature, and I don't, it's not like I don't like him speaking like he's a father now. He has a little family, and I know he's maturing. He's an older man now. He's like mid-30s, whatever. So it just didn't feel like a connection, and I feel like that can make some of the songs feel, like you said, like empty, or like Big Sean just didn't feel there. But I'm telling you, I think most of this production is pretty good. I think just Big Sean didn't do it justice. Because I was like, dang, this kind of sound cool. And just on one of my points on like the Alchemist song, because this dude said Big Sean wasted the Alchemist beat. He should never get an Alchemist beat again.
I pray he never gets an Alchemist beat.
He prayed that he never get an Alchemist beat.
You should have gave that to Freddie Gibbs.
Hey, that's why I'm bringing up Freddie. Freddie would have sounded so fire on this. If he had a feature on Freddie, bro. And
first of all, that would have been the best verse on the whole album.
Another feature that I was really disappointed in, besides Cash Cobain, was Larry June.
Wait, why was you disappointed in the Cash Cobain feature?
Just to say it. Larry June. How Larry June sound more boring on a Big Sean project? To me, he sounded like he didn't want to do this. I thought he was like, he sounded super lazy on this. And I was like,
wasted the DJ Premier beat too.
Facts. And that track with Bryson Tiller and Kodak. Kodak sounded that wasn't good. This album, I wouldn't say this is a bad album.
Yes, it is.
Damn, B.
It's not bad. It's mediocre.
Hold on. Before I pass the baton to you, is some of this from the project you found?
Most of this is from that.
So this is the album.
So guess what?
What?
I'm going to destroy this when it's my turn.
B. Before I pass this baton, Big Sean, I'm gonna leave it. I want to say something positive. All right. I think that you rushed this project. I think, yes, you matured. I don't think you're all the way into music right now, just from what I'm feeling from this. I don't know you personally, just the feeling I'm getting. I think that you probably should take a more, I know you've been taking your time, but I think you should be more genuine with your approach, because some of these songs just sounds like the formula of Big Sean. I can, and like I try to be like a hype beat, and it just don't fit. It just feels so like, it just don't feel genuine, or the impact, it's hard to articulate the way it makes me like disengage from some of these songs. They don't make me want to be like, all right, what is he saying? What is he saying?
He hasn't progressed as an artist. The only thing that changed for this was subject matter. He was rapping like this on Detroit too. He was rapping on some of this like Dark Sky Paradise, except he had more charisma and energy on Dark Sky Paradise than this.
I want Big Sean to win, man. But it's just like, I know, you're so far removed to relate to people, but I just don't find no relatability here.
But B, you can find relatability when it comes to actually making tracks about think about Lil Brother.
Yeah.
Didn't they just come out, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
They came out with a very relatable album for people
Yeah.
who has a father, who have a family.
Yeah.
People getting older, not being young anymore. Mm-hmm. Big Sean is in that range now to where he needs to rap about that stuff, but he doesn't do it well. But I'm going to still let you go.
Yeah, and it's just, sometimes it feels like you're still trying to find this radio song in a way, or you're trying to still appeal to younger people, but I just don't know, man, because the Cash Cobain, like, bro, you have 21 tracks, bro, and I'm not trying to say this album's horrible. It's just some stuff that could be.
Stop sugarcoating it. It is.
It's some stuff that could be cut off of this, bro.
Yeah, the whole 21 tracks.
B, how much of this 21 was from the little stuff that...
How much of it?
Yeah.
Cash Cobain wasn't on there. I don't think Certified was on there. But a good amount, like at least half of this was on there.
For real?
At least half of it. Because some of the stuff was renamed. Some of the tracks from the leak wasn't on here.
So that leak,
like Pressure was on there, Typecast, Break the Cycle with Charlie Wilson, Who You Are, even though they named it Nintendo Switch Superstar, which because his meat leaked and all that Nintendo Switch, so he named it that previously.
Hold up, his meat leaked.
You didn't remember when his meat, that picture of his meat leaked, and he had it next to a Nintendo Switch or whatever. He named the song on the leaked Nintendo Switch Superstar. Which, he has a superstar sample from Usher.
Damn,
Nintendo, and guess what? That was the intro track at first.
Wow. Okay. I think that leak kind of ruined this. Man, I'm afraid this
because I forgot about the leak, but I was like, this all is here, and you gotta think this is the fully thought out version of it, and it was still bad. And I was saying on the initial version, I'm like, oh, this can't be the album. I'm like, this is the mixtape, obviously. Like, this is just stuff he was working on before. Hey, and everybody kept saying, this had to be stuff from years ago. I'm like, because this can't be.
And I was trying to cover for him, bro.
Yeah, you was trying to cape for him last time. Nope. This is it. Half of this
is it. Pass it to you, B. What you got? What's your thoughts, man?
This album was horrible, subpar. Sean, if you guys didn't know, me and him share the same last name. You disgrace our family. This was bad. I'm the only Anderson coming out this year with some heat with this podcast. What the F is this? I am disappointed. It's one of my favorite phrases from Sean. They call me Mr. Anderson when I walk up in the bank. Yeah. I don't even want to be called that no more. Just call me Mr. Sage. I don't want to be called that no more if I got to share a last name with him. This was bad right here. This was subpar. This was horrible. I listened to it 4 times. I'm a big Sean fan. Yeah. I love Detroit. I liked Finally Famous when it first came out because it fit the vibe of when it first came out. I was in middle school. The immature raps, the boy, that was all me. You put me on with Sean with Finally Famous Volume 3. I remember that. I jammed that tape so much. Yeah. He had so much energy, so much hunger, so much charisma, so much character. Yeah. Finally Famous 1 comes out. I love it. Going back to it, this aged badly. Yeah. This is bad. His second project, he hit the sophomore slump really, really bad. Yeah. He caught his stride with Detroit remix. I mean, the Detroit mixtape. To me, his best project. A lot of people love Dark Sky Paradise. Y'all need to go to Detroit. That project is fire. Big Sean is rapping, creating good songs, great features, great production. Everything about that project is great. He has his Seanisms. Some stuff is corny, but that project is great. Dark Sky Paradise, great project. Some stuff on there, corny, like I said, but it's Big Sean, though. Detroit 2, I loved it because, to me, that was the more mature Sean album. Mm-hmm. Everybody keeps claiming that this is the one. No, this is his more adult album. Mm-hmm. This is his more family man album. Mm-hmm. Detroit 2 had those mature themes that people was talking about. The first song, Deep Reverence, produced by Hit Boy, one of Hit Boy's best production pieces, with Nipsey on the feature, and Nipsey having the first verse, and this is a posthumous Nipsey verse. Very great verse, very great production. Sean was rapping his butt off. He was going in his mature bag. You want mature Sean with some great raps? Deep Reverence is the track. This ish is not it. So this is bad.
So he was just putting stuff together, bro?
B, this is bad. B, this production, Sean didn't even sound like he wanted to be on top of this.
But that's his fault.
B,
if I think
sounded so boring. I've never heard Sean sound so disengaged on an album than this. He sounded boring. He carried nothing great about them previous projects on this.
And I'm not disagreeing with you on that. That's why I feel like he kind of like ruined some of the production on this, just because of how he sounded on it.
You're right. And guess what? To me, when it comes to a song, because I love songs overall, you don't even have to have great lyrics. Your energy and charisma, your flow, and the production, they all have to meet. They all have to come in tandem.
And what's his name? Nassan. He's a Proof son. He sounded better on Certified than me. The kid on there.
But that's not saying much.
I know it's not.
Look whose album this is we're talking about. This was a bad album. Now, if I'm going through some of the tracks itself.
Did you like anything?
I like 3 songs on here, B.
Yeah.
In fact, I liked 5 at first. Then the more I listened to it, because I listened to it 4 times, I just started liking less. I'm like, do I really like these songs? I like the song where he's emulating Baby Keem.
Yeah. Yes. That's Precision,
that's yes.
Right? Huh? Oh, yes. Oh,
which was on the leak.
What do you think about the track? He kind of was. It's like he was throwing shots at Kanye.
Which one?
About.
It's like also he disrespected Tupac on here. Kendrick, you wanted to come at Drake for disrespecting Tupac. You need to come at Big Sean. Them 2 Tupac samples that he put on here are bad.
I'm talking
Not
about
the songs. The way he sampled it is bad.
The song with the choir when he was just
come and lift
like
me
you hate.
Not Charlie Wilson. Right?
Like he was saying you hate. Like saying like a dude was hating on him and like, oh, you doing it because we not together.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of that?
I forgot.
But he got Kanye. I think he's throwing shots at Kanye. You supposed to be big, bro.
Yeah, because he did that in his On the Radar freestyle.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad he went over Aaliyah beat, because if he had to choose the beat, for that, and it was an original beat, oh, he would have, no, people wouldn't be talking about this. There was no crazy schemes on here. I even made a Twitter thread on some of the wackest bars because I said this weekend, Big Sean is the type of rapper to say something, he'd be like, you get it?
You saw his one line, well, you heard that one line when he was like, I'm so solid, I'm friends with The Rock. That's something like, I was like, Sean. But it's a Sean do corny bars.
Here's a corny bar. Stupid Negro's been like, what you been on? I said, a effing rocket, B. I'm about to go take off. Then in the ad-lib, take off. B, another one. Just remember, you is only half of us. Remember, you is just half of us. Remember, you is just half of us.
Yeah.
Get it?
Just half of
And then there was one thing he said, you should dig your own grave and do what you do best. Lie in it. What are we doing, dude?
And just lie in it. You know how Big Sean
B,
rap, bro.
and then that one song, Clarity, the most pretentious thing. Mother Earth could really kill us right now. She turns up the temperature.
Yeah. No, bro, when he started talking, bro.
I'm like, don't you talk.
I know, look,
don't rap.
I was in Target, bro, trying to get some skincare stuff, bro. And he said that, and I was like, bro, Sean, chill out. And then he started talking about, and I started thinking about, yo, Big Sean is the dude that think he can get you. Like, Big Sean, no, I ain't gonna, let me stop, bro. Because at that point, I want you to hate this pod. I'm not gonna hate, because I'm putting on hack right now, like.
See, I'm off the pod juice right now.
Right now, I'm being nice.
I listen to this way more.
I'm being nice.
So he didn't have to go through this bad.
He's a father.
And first off, I don't give a F if you're a father. I don't give a F. I wouldn't put something this bad out for my kids to hear.
Who was the guy talking? Was that Obama?
No, that was The Rock. He was talking about, you know.
Oh, that was The Rock. He taller than Kevin Hart?
That was The Rock.
I'm like, wow, I think this was.
That's why he said he's so solid. He's friends with
The Rock. Yeah.
Hey, Big Sean, I can't wait to see your son.
Big boy.
Rock. I know you was putting on the front. I know the WWF and all that was like scripted. Man, Rock is a good actor on here. I'm not gonna lie. He brought them skills over here, B. This album, yeah, your son's already pretty tall. Taller than Kevin Hart.
I was like, why you just throw a shot at Kevin Hart? I was like, who is this talking? Why I thought it was Obama, bro.
I didn't know who it was. He would have had a better chance of getting Obama and it sounding good on here.
I was like, how you get Obama?
B, this album was bad. This album was bad. The only songs I like I said, was the Yes, even though some people was like, oh, Big Sean's emulating Keem. Then it was like, oh, you guys really don't know where this flow is. No, Big Sean is emulating Keem.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry, no.
You didn't feel like way on Precision?
I hated that song.
No, I'm saying, you don't think he was emulating like Baby Keem and them as well on that? That's the one when he have the Lyrical Lemonade video, right? Or is that Yes?
No, that's Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Yes. Put up them like GTA.
Oh, yeah. You right. And some dude referenced a song from like Dark Sky Paradise, and I think I was like,
I know what song you're talking about. That's Paradise. And no, he does not.
I said that song sounds nothing like this.
Yeah, it doesn't. And see, that's why people just be talking on the internet.
I was like, bro,
people wasn't there, B.
No, they wasn't.
People was not there.
Because I'm like, hold up, I know that song, and I went back to listen to the song, and I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Because I remember back then Vinyl was popular, and I made a video roasting Sean on that because he said, so I'm going to go Super Saiyan. I said, skirt. Yeah. And then I had Anthony Fantano. No.
Yeah.
No. Because I'm just like, Big Sean, I am a fan of yours. I will say that. Or at least I was. After this album, I'm sorry. I can't stand it. And I feel like what you did was very disingenuous by handing out your fans like early copies of the album, and then you had different versions of the vinyl that didn't have the full album on there, just to incite other people to gas up your album, and then promote it like, oh, this is his best album since
they got that free
Dark Sky Paradise. I'm like, and I seen multiple people on my timeline get this, and I'm like, okay, so y'all people really ain't hip hop because y'all not being authentic. This album was not good, man. And these people were really like gassing it up to think that it was. This is my favorite Sean album since Dark Sky Paradise. Shut the F up. Y'all don't know nothing.
It's like what people say is, you already dislike them, so you're going in with the agenda of like not liking it.
No.
And look, that's one thing. Like one thing about, you could say that about me with Logic, because how I feel about Logic. But if something good, it's hard for me to deny it.
Exactly.
And like when I listen to this album, you say it's a bad album. I don't want to call it a bad album. Maybe I need more listens.
I call it a bad album based off of what he's come out with before. I'm not comparing Sean to anyone else. When I call somebody's album a bad album, unless it's their first one, I compare it to their previous works.
No, that's
to me.
You compare discographies. I understand.
I said it on the timeline. Finally Famous, the album is better than this. The reason I say it is because it captured the time perfectly.
That's one with ass.
It captured the time perfectly. It captured the essence of the time perfectly. It captured Big Sean's charisma, his flow, what he does best. He had really solid production. He had good music really behind him with Kanye still being in his head.
Yeah.
There were good things about this. This right here, him not being on good music no more, I don't know what happened. He done lost the sauce. He done lost the aura. I don't know if he had the budget or what. These beats was boring. His raps were boring. Does he have mature stuff on here? Yes, but this isn't Sean's first time rapping maturely.
Yeah.
So when people say this is his mature album, this is his mature album only because he has way more laid back songs than those turn up songs.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm sorry, he needed more of those.
Yeah.
Because at least the beat can distract me from the boring lyricism. This right here, B, he didn't progress on his rapping abilities. He stayed in the same style, same flow. He stayed in the same box. He didn't switch it up. How does Gunna kill you on a track that's made for... Well, that track was made for Gunna. You can tell.
Because he said Turbo produced it.
But even still, why did you get that beat knowing that Gunna was flowing on that? And you're supposed to be a lyricist. You're supposed to be top 3, like you said. They leaving you out. No, there's a reason we leave you out, Sean. Get the F out of here. Everybody's last album was better than yours out of the big 3. Even, I'm talking about even My Delete Later was better than this. And My Delete Later, I enjoyed it. I can acknowledge that it wasn't great for Cole.
But yeah, you enjoyed it more.
But that was better than this. At least J. Cole still had the J. Coleisms about him, and he was displaying certain things about it. And he was about that on there.
Yeah.
Now, there was some stuff he tried on there, like that Element OP. What's that? I don't know, L. Whatever that track. You had nothing. All your bars were on that level in this album.
Damn.
B, this album is bad. This was what was the line I put this weekend? I'm moving like a doctor the way God gave me patience.
Hey man.
B, that was not a crazy scheme. That was not a crazy scheme, B. This album was bad. This was disappointing. You have put disgrace on our last name. Don't ever say you from the D, because they might think you talking about me, because I'm Chase from the D. Don't ever say the D no more. This is one of the worst albums coming out of Detroit. We got Royce, Eminem. I think all the Detroit artists this year is just coming out with bad albums. Look at Eminem. Look at Big Sean.
Hey.
Eminem's is, yes, has lyrical content on there, but it's still corny.
Big Sean was on there, and you liked him on that.
I did.
Yeah.
But guess what? Baby Tron was doing his thing on there as well. And he sounded just like Big Sean. I didn't know that them two passed the baton to each other.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what this is, Big Sean. I wanted to come in here liking this because I'm like, okay, Big Sean's coming back. You haven't heard him in years. I haven't heard you since that project you had with Hit Boy, which people don't talk about. Because I heard that project with you and Hit Boy and that project with you and Metro. I remember when those two projects came out, I was disappointed in both of them projects.
Yeah.
Even though I like the Metro one because it got some ignorant slaps on there. But that Hit Boy one, I don't know what it is with Hit Boy, and I said it like this. Hit Boy gives you the worst of his beats. Hit Boy just went on a 6 album run with Nas, killed it all.
He give it all to
Destroyed
Nas.
all. He gave an album to Music Soul Child. He gave an album to Dreezy from Chicago.
Yeah.
What are we doing on this? Hit Boy, I'm disappointed in you for even making these beats and thinking I should send this out to Sean. You set Sean up for failure too. I gotta get on everybody in this because everybody needs to be held accountable. And I gotta get on the A&R for not accidentally trashing this album. First of all, this album leaked. I'm thinking, oh, the leaked album? I'm like, oh yeah, this is a mixtape. This can't be Sean's album. It turned out to be Sean's album, B. And the songs that he left off of there, he had one song featuring Nas. He had another featuring Brent Faiyaz, which would have been the best song on here. He left it off. I'm like, what are we doing, Sean?
Maybe you're going to use it for
Sean is talking about, oh yeah, I had to hurry up and put this album out so they don't leak too much. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that album's just a scrapped version of whatever you was putting out back then. No, it was this.
Dang.
I am heated. I spent my time listening to this 4 times this weekend. And B, I'm going to be real with you when I like something.
Yeah.
I'm a Sean fan. Or I was. I don't know what this is. And I always say it like this. You're only as good as your last effort. This was bad.
Hey,
Sean, you have not progressed as a lyricist. You have not progressed as an artist. The only thing that changed about you is your beat selection, and it got worse. This was bad. I'm like Mike right now from Dead End Hip Hop. Big Sean really did it. He went from bad to effing worst.
The callback. Look, man, Sean, maybe I had to give it a little more listens, but
no, you don't.
I do agree with my co-host here. It is some things that you seem like you're still comfortable in a certain zone, in your certain pocket of flows. Yeah, like your maturity, yes, but it just didn't stick out as much, especially because you didn't seem so engaged into this production. And yeah, the production, it wasn't the best, but I enjoyed, most of the songs on here. Maybe probably because I gave it a big Sean listen, huh?
How many did you like on here? You say you like most of the stuff on here. Please break that up back up so I can see how many you liked on here. B, I see no likes. You just lied off the podcast. I knew when you was going through that track list, I was looking. I remember not seeing no green next to that. This boy lying for the camera. He is lying. Why you lying like that? Why like that?
Why you call me out?
Stop it! This is why all the mediocre hip hop music is out now. People lying. What are we doing?
Hey, I gave some truth in there, man. Hey, I just probably get.
Yeah, you listened. That was the only truth you gave to him just now.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm wilding, bro.
This album was bad.
Bro, I was listening, and sometimes I didn't have the time to hit the plus button, you know what I'm saying? Some things I like. I told you I liked the freaking Charlie Wilson track. I just didn't like it, you know? I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah, I like it, but I just didn't like it.
I didn't like I didn't like it on the app, but I liked it in my mind, you know what I'm saying? I hit it. You
didn't remember to go back and like it? You didn't want to put that in the playlist,
B? I'm about to go back, man. Come on.
You're not going back to listen to this.
I will.
Stop lying to me. You are lying on this podcast right now. You are not going back to this.
He might be telling the truth, but
I know I am. If I have to be in all seriousness, without the hate, without the theatrics, Sean, to be real, this is a very subpar project. A lot of the media outlets have been saying Big Sean shows that he really has to prove himself because he's a veteran in the game. They are so right, because it felt like you wasn't trying to prove to me that you really deserve to be in that big 3 spot, to be real. Your lyricism was the same. To me, it didn't grow. It didn't mature with your thematic thing that you were trying to go with on this album. The production was very boring. It was very... It was just very monotone, just like a lot of your flows on this album as well. One of the songs that I really did enjoy was Yes, but you were also implementing someone else's flow. You was implementing a type of production that it seems like you didn't really want to be on compared to a lot of the other production on here. And you got 2 really dope beats from DJ Premier and Alchemist. And I was just so disappointed with what you did with those songs, because those could have been some great tracks where you didn't need no chorus. You was just going to go and spit. And I really wish you would have done that, at least on the Alchemist one. DJ Premier one, I wish you would have done that. No Tiana, just have some scratches on there. And I didn't want you to have no features. One of the biggest problems I have with this project is you've been gone for so long, but you have such stacked features on here. Why do you have a song with Cash Cobain? Are you trying to what is it? What? Is he trying to relate to the youth? Because why did you even let Cash Cobain even have a feature on here?
His verse
if you would have took
short.
his production, cool. Why'd you let him have a whole verse on here? Sean, this album felt very inconsistent. The quality to me was very low, especially with the production value that we got from the previous projects itself. Sean, like I said, I am a fan. Like, I'm going to listen to whatever you put out, because I feel like you really have, or at least had, some talent there.
Right.
I feel like you're not, and I get it. Like A$AP Rocky said, Kendrick said, rap ain't my life. I'm trying to be a dad.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that's what you embodied on this album. Rap is not your life no more. You want to be a dad, and that's cool. I just wish you really would have matured a lot more, especially with your writing. Yeah, theme-wise, most of this album is way more mature, Sean. But to me, even the mature stuff was lacking a bit, because you had such corny bars meddling with the actual subject matter itself. You would say certain things like, oh, get the shovel or whatever, lie in it. The song with Boundaries, the Clarity skit, which to me just felt like, I'm 14 and I think this is deep, when, people would make the memes back then. It just felt like the emo kid thinking that they had something deep to say, but really everybody goes through it, and not just you.
Yeah,
to me, I'm like, this album was so bad. And the actual samples that you chose with Tupac, you had 2 songs in here where you sampled Tupac. Get on up. No, put this back down.
Bro, you is wild.
This is bad, B.
Hey.
This is bad because I expected way more from
Sean, keep doing your thing, bro. You just have to... tighten it up a little bit, especially with the track listing. This is too
much. Just recycle Bennett. I'd be cool with that as well.
Yeah, he probably should have done some.
Because this whole album leaked. Nas, that's what Nas did, even though he came out with a worse album afterwards. But that's what Nas did. You just gonna have to come out with some new material, because that Nintendo Switch Superstar song, the only good thing about this whole album was that he put RDC on the music video. That's it.
I gotta watch that video. I saw the clips.
I'm not going to.
I gotta support,
because I'm not hearing that song again.
Gotta support the homies. Bro, I play it on mute, like a silent film.
Yeah, it'll be a 10. Yeah, that's one best song on the album. But I think people were really gassing that Yes song because of the music video. If there was no music video for that, people would not have been gassing that song. Because that song had been out for months.
Yeah.
And no one was talking about it until the music video came out.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's about it for Big Sean. Very disappointed. In fact, remove your last name.
Hey, let's get into this.
Doechii.
Hey.
I don't have too many negative things to say about this, but I do have a negative. So you can go first.
Okay. So Doechii is a artist that is signed to TDE. I think she signed with Capitol in 2021 or something like that. I don't know if it's a distribution. I should have did more research on that. But I got familiar with her, I think, in 2020, I believe. She had a single called Girls that was out in 2016, but I heard it later. And then I actually got really familiar with her on the track with Isaiah Rashad. And I was like, all right, this Doechii chick, I did a little research on her. She was from Tampa, Florida, whatever. Southern girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm
You
always
didn't talk about her
support.
most viral song?
What?
The What It Is.
No.
Girl?
I didn't even know she sung that song.
I didn't either. That's why someone said that on my timeline. I forgot who it is, but shout out to you.
Found out Saturday.
Yeah, shout out to you, Ty.
Yeah.
I just remembered. Just like, yeah, she had this big song. I'm like, yeah, that song is way bigger than her. That's like a Magnolia and Playboy Cardi situation all over.
And it was so crazy. Like, so I told you I did my deep dive listen to her EP, seeing some of like what she brings to the table. Because I only had little snippets of her, right? Did not, when I was going through and I heard that song, I'm like, this her? I did not know she made that song, B. I used to hear it everywhere on TikTok, especially with my girl playing it. So I'm like, okay, how is this? It's a lot of praise on this mixtape she put out. So I'm like, okay, I just want to get to know her. Let me listen to all her prior projects just to see what I'm getting. B, I love this joint, bro. Really, really solid mixtape. I think it's a really good debut because, yes, she mentioned it a lot not a lot, but in some songs, like, I'm not like just this pop chick. I can do this, I can do that. Pretty much, I'm no genre.
Nasty.
But anyways,
Nasty.
so the first 5 tracks, bro, she's rapping. Like, that was just dope to me. And all 5 tracks of this production, loved it all, bro. I was like, yo, what in the world? I'm like, dang, this is dope. Next track, I'm like, this is dope. Because I was about to text you like, yo, B, these first 5 tracks, she ain't playing. And then with Skip, she did the little 25 lighter sample.
Loved it.
I'm like,
Loved
this beat. Love how she did. Because like in the beginning, gave you a little snippet of the sample, finished it off at the end. And I love her little flows. Yeah. On the flow of this, she was like singy, rappy type of flow, a little melodic-ish a little bit. Hide and seek, kind of switched it up a little bit. You could tell her she's like in this part of the sequences of the album, you know, she's going away from like the hip hop, the rapping. She got into hide and seek, which is that track I didn't really care for as much. But she did have a little flow, kind of sound like Kendrick. I forgot on one song. Kind of sound like Kendrick. And Bloom was like more of an interlude. You know, and I remember going into Wait, more a little singy track, talking about more kind of introspection, just praying like, yo, bro, like life, don't try to do too much too fast. Pretty much, I was like, oh, I like this. And then Death Row, I'm trying to remember how my perspective on Death Row was pretty cool. I like that one as well. I really enjoyed that track. Prophet, I enjoyed it. And Boom Bap, I think was my favorite. Mm-hmm. I love Boom Bap, bro. I just loved her energy. Especially one thing about her, I love her energy, her flows. I love her voice. Like, she could be monotone, but she still show characteristics in her. To me, she's charismatic. Like just going back to a song like Denial in a River, and just at the end, just having that breathe skit. And then us mentioning earlier in the podcast about the little panties thing line. It was like, ew, but like, it's certain lines and bars that rappers say that make you want to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like how she said, like, it don't go away. That line don't go away. You like, ew. It's a nasty line. So I think it was like, you know, it was meant to say that because, like, that, ew. Like, she probably didn't want, you know? It's just, I don't know. Something about her, I think she has the it factor, bro. Like, me jamming this album, I didn't feel out of place. Because, like, not to be a misogynist, but sometimes when I listen to certain female rappers, like, I was like, I can't really relate to some of the stuff they talk about. And, like, with this, like the TDE approach and how they package this project, I really liked it, bro. Like, it's 19 tracks showing a lot of her diversity, her singing, her rapping skills. The production on this is like, bro, I don't know how. The production on here is just super good to me, bro. It wasn't no production on here. I was like, yo, I didn't really like this beat. And like, it's probably a few songs that like, I didn't really care about. And I'm like, okay, I really would have probably enjoyed it more if they kind of like put some of the last half
songs
kind of like away a little bit. Maybe have one there, you know, keep one there just to show that diversity. But like, I feel like a good 14, 15 track list probably would have been better. And in it, like Alligator Bites, Never Healed, like that track, it's a good track to me. You could end it off with that, but I just feel like like the Flower Flies, I'm thinking like Slide and like them type of tracks, to me, I didn't really care for. I feel like you could have kind of like shortened it with that and still ended it out with that title track, because I feel like that track, I still like to kind of give you a SZA vibe. I don't know if SZA helped her wrote that or whatever. We can check and see, because it really gave me a SZA vibe as well. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? No SZA on there. But got Cal Banks. He's actually from Dallas, bro. That producer, Cal Banks. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this, man. I thought I was gonna come in and not really like this because when you see a lot of praise on Twitter, you just like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to go in with too much expectations. And I really was thoroughly surprised, and I really enjoyed this, bro. Like I listened to this, like I said, 2.5 times. I was on my third listen on my way here and then finished. But I got nothing but good things, man. I think she's really dope voice, and I think she shows that she can make a viral track. You know, she did that song, didn't even know that was her. So that to me, that shows a lot of like diversity, bro. Like that shows that, hey, I can be here, I can be there, and I can rap with the best of them. And that's all I gotta say right now, man. What about you?
Mm-hmm. So for me, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
This was good. Mm-hmm. This was very solid. I have my critiques, I have my opinions, but for right now, let me give it its praise.
Yeah.
This is a project that we needed within the space of hip hop from a woman.
Yeah.
We needed this. Because if you guys have not been following the podcast for a while, I've been doing these women discography deep dives. A lot of these women aren't really that good. They can rap all right. They can make a radio song, but they can't really give you that personality,
some substance,
that introspection, that substance, something to actually put. This right here is home cooked meal right here.
Yeah.
All the other food right there is fast food. This right here, and I know you said debut project. I like to call this like a breakout project. Yeah. The project that isn't your first, but it kind of breaks you out to like the mainstream or breaks you out to a wider audience of people. And that's why I would like to call it Alligator Bites Never Heal, because to me, this gave me a good amount of variety, a good amount of substance, and a good amount of a showcase of what Doechii can do on a project. And most of this, no features. It was like, what, one feature on here?
Yeah.
Really?
And we don't even know.
Really stellar way of going about this. The production was solid. Her rapping ability was solid. Everything was really good. This was really well executed itself. I don't have much problems with this, but I do have some critiques.
Yeah.
And they're more so critiques because I've been able to experience other artists kind of in a similar vein.
Okay.
Now, I first heard of Doechii from her song International Swamp Anthem. Her whole thing is a swamp thing because she's from Tampa, Florida. Swamp, alligators. Yeah, you get it. She did that rendition where she got the beat of International Players Anthem from UGK. She got on that. She did bad on it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to listen to her again. She had the What It Is song. I'm thinking she's just going to be another viral hip-hop rap girl. I didn't think she was really going to do anything. But, you know, she had some stuff come out, some singles. I didn't listen to them. I saw some of the clips on Twitter. People was hyping it up. Felt like TDE was kind of paying these bigger accounts, which I don't mind that, but y'all saying the exact same thing. Y'all not changing it up. This is why I can't take y'all's word for granted. I mean, I do take it for granted because y'all's word can't be trusted. I don't appreciate people being bought off to promote something. Promote it, but don't put your opinion on it like, oh, she's really being
probably not even bought off. They could be bought off in the same like, oh, we can give you this album for, quicker. I mean, not quicker, but early.
No. They was promoting that Boom Bap song.
Yeah, Boom Bap.
And it literally had like both accounts put satire in their thing. Like, this is a satire look on Boom Bap rap and so. I'm like, y'all both use that word. I'm like, I don't like that.
Oh, maybe you think they told them that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got bought off to promote it rather than actually like say your actual opinion on it and talk. Just talk about it. We'll pay you to talk about it. So that's why, like I said, them accounts I really don't trust them like that. For me on this project right here, like I said, stellar, phenomenal project. For me, a top 10 project, and this is knocking Doja Cat's Scarlet out because I put the Scarlet on there because the deluxe came out.
Yeah.
And so that's why I put it on my top 10. This is going to knock that off and replace that album for top 10 of 2024.
Right on.
This is a great project.
Yeah.
Great skill showcase. Doechii is not doing anything wrong. But I do have some critiques.
What's your critiques, bro?
People was hyping this up. Do I feel like the hype was warranted? I feel like someone should be hyped up, yes, but I feel like the hype wasn't as warranted for people to talk about this project like it was because I feel like a lot of them ain't listening to someone like a Doja Cat. A lot of them haven't done their research on a Nicki Minaj. I've done this because, I've went through these discographies.
Right.
To me, she is the female version of the game. She is a chameleon. She blends in with whatever style she really wants to emulate at that time. Because for me, Doechii, the one thing I felt missing from this was her identity. I said it on Twitter. This was my first time listening to the album. She sounds like Isaiah Rashad and Nicki Minaj. Because to me, this is Isaiah Rashad production. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm not like, oh yeah, the production's really different. If you're looking at this from an outside lens, because I'm not a huge Isaiah Rashad fan, I like his music. He makes good music.
It's the same, some of the same producers.
And so, to me, it feels like you went to Isaiah Rashad, got his leftovers, which he has great production.
Well, TDE, bro. All this is this is so TDE to me.
I feel like Absol kind of goes on a bit different, different production.
But I think they pick. No, I'm just saying, like, how they touch stuff. Like, Absol comes from a different, like, background from, like, SZA, freaking Isaiah, and her. You know, these are the newer. Even if you look at some of the other artists too, like Rayvon and all of them. Like, this is the new generation. So, like, if you think of Isaiah and SZA, they was the new generation from after them. Mm-hmm. To me, this follows that formula when it comes to like songs like Wait. Like, I just can tell, like, I'm not in the room, but I could tell that, like, anybody, like Punch, any of these guys, they like, yo, you need this type of song. Of course they're gonna, because a lot of these producers are, I wouldn't say in-house producers, but they producers that work with Isaiah. They work with, they even work with old dude on here, the dude we reviewed his album. What's his name? That was with Schoolboy Q.
Devin
Malik, yeah, he even produced some stuff on here. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's the same branch. So the only thing with the Isaiah thing, what reminded me of Isaiah was mostly some of the production, some of the beat switches. But I think with her, I think she showed a lot of her identity.
To me, and so to me, sound wise, aesthetically, this sounds like Isaiah Rashad.
Not to me.
Like I said, I'm more of an outside looking in. This is like the thing where it's like when you get an older person to listen to hip hop, they're like, oh, this all sounds the same.
Yeah.
This is me. This sounds the same. Similar. Like, if you like this, you going for sure like an Isaiah Rashad. If you like Isaiah Rashad, you for sure going to like this. Mm-hmm. We both like Isaiah Rashad. We both like this. I haven't seen no one on my timeline that doesn't like Isaiah Rashad and didn't like this.
Because I think it's good.
No, it's good, but I'm saying it's... You see why I'm coming with the comparison?
I see what you're saying.
They both make great projects. But they both make great projects. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but like I'm not even trying to like I know you got your critiques, but I can't critique her because she did something good as well. Because like you can get somebody, I know, but you can get somebody else this and they don't do nothing.
I said this is my critique because for me, it sounded, and you know what it sounds like to me? It sounded like it was, and I know one of them, I forgot who said, this is giving me the same feeling that Kendrick Lamar did with Section 80. I'm like, no, this is giving me the same feeling with Sylvia demo to me.
Yeah, I'm saying, this more of that. If I'm going to feel that way, Section 80, hell no.
So, someone from Top TD, I think it was Top, said, I got the same feeling from this album that I did with Kendrick Lamar's Section 80.
You think it's because it's that breakout track, that breakout album? Maybe you think it's that? They breakout, like you said, breakout project?
I think so,
Section 80 was,
but I feel like this is more so a Sylvia demo.
Another breakout, but I'm saying from his perspective, he's the guy. If it's top, if you thinking it's top, he's over it. So maybe he's like, I remember when Section 80 came out, Kendrick took us off. So maybe this is something that he feels. Mm-hmm. That's probably that feeling. But from a feeling from our perspective, a fan perspective, could be from that lens. Yeah. Maybe he's looking at it in a different lens. Mm-hmm. If you said it was top, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know who. Someone from TDE.
If it was top TDE people, they probably looking at it in a way of like, this is how we felt when this came out, how the energy that we got from everybody and received it. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to Sylvia demo, it's like something you wasn't expecting. Because I remember Isaiah had the mixtape or whatever, but like you wasn't expecting this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that nobody was really expecting. I think that's probably the feeling we giving because like Sylvia demo gave me that. But I don't know if you're going from a sound wise
and just for who they are as an artist because. People who didn't know Isaiah Rashad, when they heard that, they was like, oh, this is fantastic. Yeah. To me, this is giving me that same feeling, but it also sounds somewhat similar. And to me, it's going to have that same effect for her in her career. Mm. Like I said, I like this. But also, my thing is she wears her influences on her sleeve, which isn't always a bad thing. Because she owns what she does, and she did it well. Mm-hmm. But to me, because I said it on Twitter this weekend, I said, this is if Nicki Minaj ever went pop. This sounds good. I want something like this from Nicki when I was listening to her discography. Yeah. I got what I wanted from this. To me, and I had to look it up because I had to make sure, this sounds almost like Scarlet with Isaiah Rashad production. Mm-hmm. And Scarlet, which is Doja Cat's album, which is her rap album, she sounds a lot like Doja, which Doja takes from that Nicki tree. Yeah. She also takes from that Nicki tree. Yes, she sounds like Lil' Kim here and there. Mm-hmm. She sounds a lot like Nicki for most of these tracks. This is why I say she's like the game for females.
Where she sound like Nicki with some of the like I know one she did like this one of like the inflections in her voice kind of like vocally sounded like Nicki.
And she does the same thing with the Kendrick style thing too.
Like
how Kendrick did ADHD.
Yeah, she did that on the.
That's what I'm saying. She wears
Hide and Seek track.
Yeah, that's why I said she wears her influences on her sleeve, but it isn't a bad thing because she uses them well.
But I'm saying her voice I think she's unique in how she sounds when she just rapping on like some of these I got her voice, like I got her identity.
Did you listen to Scarlet by Doja Cat?
Nah,
I want you to listen to it. Like I said,
Doja,
different production, but these two sound similar. And I had to look it up. They went on tour together. To me, I'm like, this makes sense. This makes so much sense.
But it's a female.
No.
She had the big track. She got to go on tour, hook her on tour with the
But I'm
hottest
saying
track,
this
the hottest
sounds
chick.
a good, like her rapping ability sounds like Doja's rapping ability.
Yeah.
To me, they share a lot of commonalities.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that Nicki tree is strong when you really take it from Nicki.
Facts, because Nicki is probably the...
But I'm saying, why don't these other girls but I'm saying it like you can hear Nicki.
Yeah,
you got
you gotta understand. Some people gravitate to something else they want to sell.
I said that
I know.
as
But
well.
I'm saying like when it comes to like you can get somebody like Lotto and Meg, they probably take something from Nicki too, but it's certain stuff that they want to use. Like Nicki took from Lil' Kim.
Yeah, that's why I said she sounds like Lil' Kim on some tracks. I think it was the Bullfrog one where she sounded like Lil' Kim, where the bravado, the heavier voice.
Even though you technically sound like Biggie, but
yeah,
Lil Yachty the new Biggie.
Stop it.
Rapping for these women out here.
Stop it.
And
Stop being
Biggie
nasty.
saying all that little nasty stuff in his
Hey,
rhymes.
you look so good.
Suck on your daddy ween. Just saying.
But my only critique with this is like, one, and also another thing, some of these songs did feel like demos. I'm like, okay, it's like some songs is like 1:30. And I'm like, this feels like you trying to test in the waters right here. And I enjoyed it, but I was like, dang, this kind of ended way too early.
I only got that from, so let me give you my whole overall perspective on like some of the tracks, like when it comes to like the short ones. Because to me, that brings me back to her EPs. She had a lot of short songs.
Yeah, that's why to me, I feel like they just exist in the
So I
ether.
thought that was just a part of like, you know, stuff she do. And like, I don't think we'll ever get another album like this from her. A mixtape.
I don't want to say it like this. I hope not. I kind of want it to be fully fleshed out because to me, this is more of like, this is a sampler.
It's a mixtape, yeah. It's like it's showing, it's display to me. It's like this is giving
It's a skill
everything, yeah.
showcase, like I said.
But also, it's to me, it's bigger because you know she has the record labels around her. It feels more, you know, more put behind her.
She has money behind her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how it sounds. And I feel like her next project, well, her album will be grander, and I think it'll probably be shorter, and I think it'll be less rappy tracks. I think she's gonna dive more into singing.
Oh, I hope not.
I think she will.
I know. That's why I'm saying she's taking a lot from that.
Yeah, I
Doja
think
tree.
this wouldn't happen. If she do this again, it won't be her debut. I don't think she'll go her debut like this. I think she's gonna have like three hot singles.
Yeah, I think it'll be more concentrated.
Yeah.
Track listing will be shorter.
Yeah,
It'll
and it'll
probably
be
around
you know
an
more.
hour.
Yeah, you think it'll be a longer album?
Around an hour.
I think it'll be around the same time. I just think it'll be more fleshed out tracks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said less tracks.
Yeah, less tracks, but I think it'll be. I thought you said around an hour.
Yeah, around an hour. 1 hour.
I think it'll be around like 40 something. Well, I can't really project, but I'm just saying. I think we agree.
Yeah, we're
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be shorter. I think she'll be more not shorter. I think she'll have more fleshed out tracks. I don't think it's gonna be much rapping on there.
And I saw someone do a stat saying that this album has 51% rapping, 49% singing.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang. I'm like, because I hate this because I really like what she did on here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want her to be the rap girl, like that rap girl. I don't want her to go in the Doja Cat lane. I know that makes the most money. I don't want her to go in that Doja Cat lane where half your album is pop, half your album is rapping. Give me that full rap album. But I know that's always not where the money's at.
Yeah.
And it might not be best for her, especially with SZA having such success as a pop artist now.
Yeah. I think TDE got another one, bro.
No, TDE definitely has another one. But this is the thing, though. Do we think she's going to be further than Isaiah Rashad career-wise in terms of popularity? Or about even? That's the real question I have. Because to me, she's another Isaiah Rashad in terms of someone that's showing promise, someone that's coming out with great quality music and projects. Well,
I think her ceiling is higher than Isaiah.
I think it is too because she's a woman.
I think
and that's not a bad thing.
I don't think it's because she's a woman. I think she's more versatile.
No, I'm thinking it's because of a woman because she has way more skill than a lot of her peers.
And she's more marketable as a woman as well.
Yeah, I don't want to say like this even though she says an album. She's like, oh, why they want to take a chance on me because I'm a dark-skinned B-word or whatever. I'm just like, this could be marketable. Yeah. This is, and she has a high amount of skill. So I feel like this right here, she has a higher ceiling to me than the Isaiah Rashad. And some of her storytelling that I did like on this album, like when she was talking to the one guy and he was like, oh, he's cheating on me. And he was like, oh, he was cheating on me with a dude.
Yeah.
Like, I like stuff like that. And to me, this album was really good. This is to me is a top 10 album of the year contender for me. Because I really enjoyed what Doechii presented to me on this project. Like I said, to me, she's like the game. Because I've heard the way she sounds sonically. I've heard this before, but she mixed matched it into a way that I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is why I said she sounds like Isaiah Rashad, but she also sounds like Nicki vocally. And she also sounds like Doja Cat, the way she raps. But to me, putting it together, it's like a perfect marriage. Because I never thought that something like that would work out as well. And so I really did enjoy what she did bring on this. Like I said, she's the game for me. The Game is a good rapper. He could come out with great projects.
Yeah.
It's just some of his antics outside, and his quality control was really bad. The quality control on this was really high. And it was really good.
Yeah.
It came out to turn out for a really great project. I'm not going to lie, though. She had me messed up with that first impression, though. But this right here, the first impression with the YouTube.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I almost wrote her. I did write it off. This right here was good, though. My favorite song probably is that Nisa and Ultima one.
That's a good one.
That
That's right after
song,
Boom Bap. I
yeah.
like Boom Bap.
Yeah, and I really like that because to me it gave me that Doja Cat vibe where it's like I'm not taking this too seriously, but I can still rap. That's why I say I hear a lot of her inspirations and her peers.
Yeah.
Like I said, she takes from Kendrick, she takes from Isaiah Rashad, she takes from Nicki, she takes from Lil Kim, she takes from all that, which isn't bad. She just wears it on her sleeve a bit too much for me. I feel like once she refines it, like how Isaiah Rashad did from Sylvia Demo to Sun's Tirade, oh man, this is it. But for a breakout mixtape, I think phenomenal. This is an A+ for me.
Yeah, I just don't see them packaging something like this for her again. I
just
don't see it.
I don't want to say it like this. I don't want a sampler platter like this. Give me the meal.
Yeah, just because it's a mixtape.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, give me the meal.
Yeah, you know,
when
it's
that album comes out,
marketed as a mixtape,
and they have TDE is one of the best labels to me.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like
we thought they fell off and like we know what
they're
gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
I never thought that.
People
thought that because Kendrick left. I never thought that.
Nobody. I didn't think it because Kendrick left. Shoot, you think of the last Kendrick project. Think of what J-Rock put out. Schoolboy Q last project.
Quality
nobody
projects.
cared about.
Still quality projects, just not to a high degree from what they did
from what they was
before.
doing and what we do. Well, I know what you do. You base them off their discography, and I'm just going by the discography.
I would say that those
people was
disappointing
thinking
projects
y'all
were not
was
bad.
falling down. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah was gone for a while. You know he couldn't keep his the bottle out of his mouth at the time.
I think you about to say that tape off the internet.
Oh boy,
That's what I thought you was
I
about to
ain't
go
know nothing
for.
about that.
I forgot all about that. We just reminded each other of stuff today.
God. But I really like this, bro. Like man, like I'm gonna finish it off when I leave, man. But pretty good project, bro. But like B, we ain't gonna have that other discussion.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta dip.
I know.
But hey,
Doechii, shout out to you for this project that you put out here because this was a really good sampler platter.
It
for
was,
me.
man.
This is a really good project. Like I said, it's not bad. Do you wear your inspiration on your sleeve? Yes, but like I said, you mix matched it into a way where I really enjoyed the packaging of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those are my only critiques.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's bad.
Yeah.
Everybody takes inspiration from something. It's just how you use those inspirations. Because I don't want you to be a bad imitation of those things.
In the next 5 years, we're going to be having that conversation. Yo, is this album better than that mixtape? ABHL?
No.
I'm like, they're going to abbreviate it and everything.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God.
I'm just calling Alligator Bites.
Yeah, is that like a Florida thing? I never heard
The
that.
alligator thing?
Alligator bites never heal.
I never heard of that, but I thought the alligator thing was because she's from Florida.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really do like the packaging of it. I really do like the project. I like the cover.
Yeah, I
It's
love
dope.
the cover.
It's very.
I like her aesthetic too.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I really like her aesthetic.
Yeah, man. I rock with you,
Yeah.
Doechii, man. Keep
do
doing
as
your
well.
thing, bro.
But
We gonna support here. You got some fans now. Well, you got some people that's in tune to the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know,
I'm gonna
bro.
be listening.
Oh yeah, facts. Cause this was good.
Yeah,
B.
this was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
And I wanted to come in here and
hate it.
boy,
I did. I wanted to give her a chance.
I didn't.
You know, I give everybody a chance.
I saw everybody on Twitter glazing, bro. And I'm
I
like,
did too, and I'm just like, it ain't as great as y'all making it seem.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's not like, to me, I guess my thing is like, to me, a more fleshed out album like this is like Scarlet.
Yeah.
And so I have more like,
I'm gonna have to listen to Scarlet one of these days.
I
man.
love that project, man. From a female rapper.
Cause Kiss Me More not on there. That one.
No,
Kiss Me
that's
More.
Planet Her.
I think I listened to some of that album, not all of it. Kiss Me More.
I like all of Doja's projects.
You a Doja fan, bro.
I am. She's my favorite female hip hop artist right now.
You a nasty
Well,
dude.
Doechii too now. But yeah. Well, that's about it for the pod. Make sure y'all.
Sorry, B.
No, you're all good. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video. Don't forget to check out the YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. Check out all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
We'll have a longer pod for y'all, hopefully next week.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll be good next
But
week.
yeah, I think today these album reviews, that was pretty lengthy and meaty.
Yeah,
it was pretty meaty. Pause.
He wanted to ride on Sean like that.
Hey, yo,
ride on him like that,
nah,
bro.
Nah, don't say that.
Open
man.
up the
You
Good
could have
Kid,
said
Mad
stole
City
him out or
van
something.
and let the door slide.
Pop the
Whatever he
latch,
said,
let the door slide.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just telling me how you opened the van door? All right, dog. Like, come on. You know he's... Y'all didn't say that when he said, when you see yourself next sexy man, you see two bad words. Y'all didn't say nothing about that.
That was funny.
So was the... Hey, no.
That was a good part, though.
Yeah, it was. But the video attaching it to him crushing the van was also dope, too. People sleep on
That
that.
wasn't the right van, though.
Shut up. Look, he's one of them. Yeah, the latch actually isn't in there.
It's like in the
You know what he's trying
It's
to
not
say.
in that model.
Come on, that's a 2013. He had a 2012 on his.
Yeah, we're doing semantics here. Stop it,
Yeah. But yeah,
Man.
you got any closing notes before we do?
Hey, man. Doechii, I'm really, really, like, my expectations, like, what I was expecting, you succeeded some things I thought you was going to be trash.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Same.
I was coming
I'm not
in here-
sorry because first impressions, man. Sometimes.
Yeah. You did your thing on that project, and TDE, man, y'all had to handle this one with kid gloves, man. Make sure she's good, because y'all don't want... I know some of y'all artists be wanting to put out music, and y'all be like, yo, relax, chill.
Yeah, be like Quality Control and just keep Young Miami at bay. Don't let it come out. These artists...
You lost your identity.
Hey, what'd you say? They got them gloves on it? Keep it like the OJ glove, man. Keep it tight and secure.
Hey, man, just don't stab nobody.
Hey, well, I mean, they already got the OJ glove and gave it to Kendrick, obviously.
Oh, my God.
That's about it for the episode of the podcast. My name is Chase.
I'm T.
Peace.
Y'all gotta go.